Times of fucking charm. So, who are you? What do you do?
Hey there, I'm William. I do vocals in Bitter Blood.
I am Kyle. I do guitar in Bitter Blood.
My name is
Okay.
My name is Taryn, and I play bass.
I'm Kevin, and I'm a co-guitarist in Bitter Blood.
Co-guitarist. I've never heard it said like that.
Co-guitar.
No, so like one of you guys takes the lead.
Well, I was in it first, so like.
Word. So headliner.
Headliner.
Hey, buddy. You sit back on this one.
Yeah. This me.
I was here first.
Me, dog.
Stay in your lane.
How long have you guys been a band? I know we've done this before, but for the people that maybe didn't catch the whole, because it was a very big episode.
Yeah.
Maybe want to do a quick rundown on that, like how long you've been a band, what kind of music you do, in case they haven't like heard you guys before this.
So today is actually our 1-year anniversary of having our social media up. So we've only been a band for maybe a couple months before that, before we like really landed on what we wanted to do and what we wanted to be.
Yeah, how we wanted to present ourselves. As far as like our genre goes, we have a bunch of different influences in this band. I know Tara and I are big into like the hardcore stuff.
I'm a gent kid. I love me some gent. Kevin down here is real
Explain
proggy.
what gent means, because I like music, and I would see that word around, and I'm like,
It's debatable. It may or may not be a genre depending on who you ask. It's mostly an onomatopoeia for like the technique that you use. Like it's just real staggered guitar sounds, real detuned.
Diggity. Like,
Yeah.
just
Meshuggah.
Okay.
dude, that's fucking dope.
Okay.
I'd be digging it.
I fucks with it.
Yeah.
But I think ultimately we kind of have like a good mix between we have our metalcore influences, we have our deathcore influences, beatdowny hardcore and gent influences. So we try to have a wide variety of sounds. I mean, Insomnia we dropped in was very gent and beatdowny, and then the song that we just dropped today is very melodic and
It's got some like post-hardcore in there, like
spoken word even. So it's
Being as an Ocean influence.
Yeah, you sent me some files, and I was like, dude, I told you what it sounded like and the influence, and I was like, I love this sound. I love this idea of where y'all are taking it. It sounds fucking amazing.
Thank you. We appreciate it. We're really, really proud of it. It was exciting to get to release it. Of course, Insomnia was exciting because it was our first song that we dropped, but this one was just like, I feel like this one shows that we have versatility and growth.
Yeah, that Insomnia like kind of came about when Dane and I first were like jamming around trying to feel each other out as like musicians, and he kind of defaults to that intro beat, that dun, and we wrote it from there, and it was something to get the ball rolling, but the way this new one came out was very much like so William wanted me to write something sadder than aggressive, and I was like, ooh, we'll try that. It went through several facelifts, but I think it's the first song that we had in our whole lineup that is like all of us threw a piece down in. Like
The Insomnia one, or
no, this new one,
Live in My Veins.
Live in My Veins.
Ghost.
We've called it Ghost forever, but we're like, that's kind of cheesy, so let's just put it in parentheses and do like the like early 2000s metal stuff.
Yeah.
But like I had came up with like a draft for it and shot it out there. We picked apart the pieces we liked, and then everybody else just kind of started to contribute things here and there. We'd jam on it until we were sick of it, and then there was like at one point where we have that kind of bridge that leads to the very last chorus there, which was all Taryn's idea. The chords in the chorus, that was his. He was coming up with something to complement the lead that I had underneath that, and I think it's a really good representation of like kind of what we all like to add in that kind of context, while still trying to make it thematic and give you a certain feeling over, you know, just bashing your brains in like a lot of our other set is.
I also feel like it was one of the songs like, that we all got to like really come together and write all in the same room, because we're all spread out. Like I'm in Tallahassee.
Yeah.
Wild.
I was like, I'm up in Birmingham, so
We couldn't tell.
Dude,
We knew you weren't close.
Look, dude, I followed you on Instagram, and I was like, how the fuck does this duck hunter find his way into a fucking... I'm like, what the fuck happened,
Dude,
bro?
so-
like, what?
So
yeah, he pulls up in bottomland camo and fucking boots, and you're like, all right, who the fuck is this guy, you know?
Well, we had like we had a guitar player originally who like just didn't really vibe, and so it was kind of an amicable departure. And I was like, dude, I worked with this dude at Lowe's.
Oh,
Like,
no,
I was
now
like,
it's adding up.
Yeah, because he was like one of the few people I really fucked with there. Can I cuss here?
No.
Oh shit.
Yes.
So he was like one of the few people that I fucked with there, and like I don't know. I used to just play music in my office because I didn't care about anybody else who was sharing a space with me. And I remember him coming in one day, never met him. He's like, "Is that Cornflakes?" And I was just like, "Yeah, bro." And then we clicked, but I found out that I found out that he played like a 7-string guitar and whatnot. And then there was like one day I hit him up and I was just like pissed drunk. I'm like, "You still play that 7-string?" And he hits me back with, "Yeah." And that was it. I didn't say anything else that night. I kind of forgot about it.
He doesn't say anything. Just sends a file of like all the music he's ever made. He's like, just tell me.
Yeah. And so like he told me he was like chomping at the bit to like he's like, what's he want? What's he want? And a couple days later, I was just like, hey, so this band I'm with, we need another guitar player. You want to come jam? And he said he was down for it. Well, I forgot to tell these dudes. I was going to be like, he's going to walk in here, and you're not going to expect this guy to be a metal guy, like at all.
Yeah.
So he comes in there with his fucking accent. Sup, guys? And they're like looking at me like, who the fuck is this?
This dude comes in with a Jesus piece. He comes in camo. He comes in with his chacos. And I looked at Kyle and I looked at him and I was just like, nice to meet you, but how is this gonna work?
Yeah. Do you know what we do?
Yeah.
This ain't Zach Brown band, dog. yeah.
It was one of the most like off-putting moments. But then as soon as he had a guitar in his hand, I was like, oh shit.
I get it.
Yeah.
He's good.
That's dope.
That's so funny.
Is this the type of music you thought you would play originally when you were writing guitar? I don't know how you say that. Writing music on guitar?
I would say from the get-go, I've always been a metalhead. Yeah. Was kind of raised up on like Twisted Sister, Poison, Metallica, all the old dad band kind of stuff. I just started progressively getting heavier and heavier as like going through middle school and high school. Word. And just kind of really stayed by myself. Never really got too involved in anything. And this is actually my first group I've been with in this kind of setting. But it's where I'd always, had that kind of pipe dream to, like, be in a band, write my own music, play shows and tour and stuff like that. It was always what I wanted to do. So it's ideally where I wanted to land. Of course, listen to country and all that stuff. But that was never something that I, like, had my sights set on, so to say. So, I mean, I feel like I'm right where I wanted to be from the get-go.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Here's a good question. Everybody in the band, what did you originally, before you knew you could even do music, what did you want to do in music? That maybe you found out, I fucking actually suck at that thing I wanted.
I wanted to be a drummer.
Really?
And I wanted to be a drummer so bad. My family, well, half of my family is really musically inclined. Like on my dad's side, everybody's like a concert pianist or cello or violin, and we went and visited them, and they have like a family bluegrass band at the time. Like I was just like, dude, I want to do something. I want to play drums. That's gonna go hard. And I was like, my dad was like, you're not coordinated enough for that. And I was just like, I'll prove him fucking right. So I just couldn't hang. I couldn't do it, and he kept pushing me to play guitar, and he showed me how to play like Horse with No Name and like a couple Johnny Cash songs.
Nice.
And I was like, all right,
Some bangers.
I can do that. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And he comes in with like a stack of CDs one day, and it was basically like homework. He's just like, here's what I got. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't. I listened to it, and I was like super into like Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin and stuff. But then I heard like Black Sabbath, and that was game over for me. It was a straight trip down. Yeah. I think within a year of picking up on like Black Sabbath, I had found like Nile. And got into like just straight up old school death metal for the longest time. And yeah, dude, it's been all downhill from there. And here I am.
Okay.
For me, it was also drumming. I was a percussionist back in like 6th grade up until 10th grade. So I was all state in middle school.
No way.
Yeah, I went to Tallahassee
Damn, for
for
real?
all state. Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Oh,
xylophone
shit.
was my shit.
That's wild.
I played,
Brother
I was
putting
a
it
section leader in
down.
10th grade on the marimba, the 4 mallet.
Hearing about this.
Dude, that's
I
gangster
don't
gotta
know
involve
what a
it.
marimba is.
It's the
Isn't
it's
that
like
the?
a Hispanic sounding xylophone, pretty much.
I don't know what a xylophone is.
It's the one with all the
The
bells.
thing with the stick and the ball?
Yeah,
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a mallet
That's a
piano.
word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are sick. And you hold like fucking 3 of them.
4, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fucking
wow.
wild.
I thought that was just them showing off. I didn't know you were supposed to do that. I thought that was like trick shots.
Marimba Trick Shots,
I thought it was
Volume
just, like,
4.
the best of the best were doing that. I thought you were
Yeah.
supposed to go
It's if the piece calls for it.
Yeah.
word.
Like full chords and whatnot. If you're playing full chords on there.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I love that. And then like wanting to go into the hardcore scene, couldn't really do that.
You were like, don't.
They were like,
don't.
I'm sure it would be a mean part, like if we were to add
Yeah.
that for something.
Dude,
but
y'all should do that in like a weird breakdown, just in a singular set off.
Hold on
I mean,
now.
you're a master at it, brother.
Yeah, dude.
Break out the
It's like riding a bike.
skill.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
real,
yeah.
man.
I see you.
But then I actually tried to pick up the set. My hands, I got hands all day.
Yeah.
I got hands all day.
Yeah.
But my feet don't want to work with my hands, and that's when I was like, I should probably pick up something that I could just use my
Yeah.
hands for.
That was my thing
Yeah.
too. I felt like a drunk octopus trying to.
Imagine doing the drum tricks where you like flip it up and you catch it. Doing that, just your knuckles in all
4
four of them, and
times.
you go slow the video down and then
That'd be gangster.
that'd be dope. Like hit it on like 808s or something.
Oh, dude.
Like an 808 xylophone, brother.
Bro.
Kanye must be listening.
Big idea, guys. Big idea, guys.
Tune in, brother. Like, subscribe.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy, dude.
Fuck yeah.
I also wanted to be a drummer just because I felt like, one, you would just never be out of shape. I feel like just the amount of cardio, it's like the soccer player on the band.
Oh, 100%.
You know, and it just looks so
A lot.
cool. Like, the lead singer can look cool because they can move around and stomp and shit, and, like, guitarists can look cool. But I just felt like the sticks, you know, I mean, you can throw your guitar and shit, but, like, you just sit there quietly sometimes, like...
Yeah, there's something about being the one that everybody's following, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like the one who's putting on the shit, and everybody's...
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
If you watch us when we play, before we start a song, typically we all turn towards Dane. And
Yeah.
as soon as we get that first beat, then we'll turn him face. But he's
Yeah.
the one carrying the show for us to get us all going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, that was pretty much it for me. That was my past.
So to continue on with the trend, I also started off in percussion.
Brother.
Everybody wanted to play drums. All right.
Who laid the fucking like thoughts into our heads? Like, what was the
framework for-
hypnot-
Drum dog. What's it called? The drum movie.
Drumline.
Drumline.
Yeah,
brother.
Drumline.
That was my
The
shit.
OG.
Drumline was pretty good.
100%.
Drumline was my shit.
100%.
Yeah,
And it's crazy too, because like you can throw a stick and hit a guitar player, but like there's no drummers out there.
No.
And all drummers,
hard.
well, like all drummers that you can find are pulling like
Exhibit
double
A.
or triple duty.
Yeah.
They're always in like 2 or 3 bands. It's,
Yeah.
I mean,
Drummers and vocalists.
Yeah, Dane's in 2 bands as well. I mean, we were both in. But, yeah, I started off in percussion in middle school. I went to All-State in middle school on snare. But I just didn't stick with it. I started playing football in high school, and I was like, forget about
Yeah.
it. Music's not going to be anything I ever involved myself with in and that deep. I had one band in high school that I played with. We weren't that great. We played A Day to Remember covers, and that was about it.
Bangers.
Bangers, but not the way we played them. But so we did that for a little bit, and then I dropped off of it, became a dad, and I was like, well, you know, it was fun while it lasted, and then
that was a career choice.
being a dad, you know,
Yeah.
what can I say?
Yeah.
So, what got you back into music?
So I've been going to shows. I've always been going to shows. I just didn't do anything to contribute to the scene.
Yeah.
But it's the reason I got back into playing. I went to a show. And just happened to bump into him. It was like a local showcase. I think it was Vagrants, After Dusk.
There's somebody. Brave New World was there.
Brave New World. Yeah, and I was just bumping around at the show, and I did vocals. I was just, and like my friends knew that I was capable of doing the metal vocals. And then me, my buddy, and him, who was a stranger to me at the time, were just the 3 slamming into each other. There was like a little bit of a break. My buddy ran into him and was just like, he had asked if like we wanted to all just, you know, fuck around and hit each other and keep it up. And my buddy was like, yeah.
3 guys that bang.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
no
yeah.
big deal.
Yeah, we bang.
Fucking, we bang boys.
That's a little triple X.
Yeah.
But yeah. So the 3 of us were hanging out and everything, and he had mentioned that he was a guitar player looking for a band. He had moved down from Illinois, and then my buddy said, "Well, he does vocals," and he's like, "He's gonna tell you he's not great, but he's good." And then, sure enough, he walked up and asked me, and I was just like, "Yeah, I'm okay, but I'll be down to try something with you, you know." And then so the two of us had gotten together, and I was like, I know Dane, drummer through a mutual, and I was like, I'll hit him up and see if he wants to participate. And then we ended up hitting him up, and after a little bit of hesitancy, he was just like, yeah, we'll try it. And so we started in the barbershop with that. But that's how I got back into it, was just running into it.
Y'all started it off in like a quartet?
Well,
because like the xylophone and the fucking
No, I have my barber over in Foley, Alabama. Once she found out that I was a musician, I showed her some of like the older stuff that I had messed around with before, and she was just like, you need to get going on this. And I was like, yeah, it sucks because like even if you find people, it's really hard to find somewhere that you can like practice without pissing the neighbors off and whatever. And then it was like I went to go get my hair cut one day, and she's just like, "Hey, I got you a key to the shop, mate. If you guys want to, just like come in here and practice."
Shout out to Angela,
That's
by the
gangsta.
way.
Yeah,
We
Angela.
appreciate you.
That's
Angela,
tight
Rat
as
Pack.
shit.
It's a real one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, if
cool as
you're-
fuck.
Yeah, and if you're ever in Foley and need a haircut, Rat Pack Barbershop, go and see Angela.
Damn.
Yeah, she gave us a
Shameless
key to
plug.
the place, and like she kept the fridge stocked with like beer and stuff, so like we knew we were at home.
Yeah.
And
She doesn't drink herself, so it was like specifically there for us. So like if it wasn't for Angela, we would not be here today. So
That's
That's
wild.
tight, man. That's a cool ass story.
Y'all should like name, do like an old 2000s name of song by her. Like,
Dude,
name
I would
you
love to
Miss
actually
Angela
shoot a
or
music
something.
video in that barbershop.
it would be sick.
Because her shop is so like
It's very punk.
it's like punk rock meets biker.
Yeah.
Because like Angela's hard as fuck. She's cool. Like her whole aesthetic in there is wild. I would love to shoot like a video up in
Bro,
there.
here's the story. Somebody sits down and gets a haircut by her, and they're like, not from here. And they're like, what do you do to get or have fun around here? And then she's like, well, things don't really go crazy around here. And then she's like, it cuts to her like leaving the shop and cutting the lights off.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to y'all playing
Yeah,
inside.
you just hear a fucking hi-hat hit.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah.
It's an idea, bro.
yeah, right?
Write that down. Write that down.
Brother, this is being recorded, so
We'll
y'all
tag
can
you in the
listen to
description.
It's in there.
No big
Yeah.
deal.
We'll credit you with the idea when we rip it off.
Dude, we need an incorporated or whatever those are, where we are just like financially covered for ideas.
LLC.
Oh, just
It's
an
gonna
idea.
be called BIG, like B.I.G. Big Idea Guys. Because we
BIG
do this
LLC.
all the time.
Yeah.
We've come up with a lot of really good ideas.
Honestly, we just sit in here and brainstorm shit with people on mics.
Yeah,
That's kind
I've
of what this
watched a lot
podcast
of Shark
turned into.
Tank, so it's like
Yeah.
I've seen some bad ideas. And
Yeah.
yeah, chew on it a
Yeah.
little bit before you spit it out.
Yeah.
You know.
No, that's a good one though. That's definitely a good
You
one.
want to hear a good one? Now this is y'all were just saying 3 banging guys earlier, so I'm like along those
All right,
lines.
let's fucking.
Just-
where are we going?
I'm just.
You know?
It's a competition, okay? So there's nothing gay going on here, okay? But
Don't. Okay. All right.
if we're competitive dudes, we should all take like Viagra and see who cannot get the boner. Like whoever gets a boner loses.
I'm gonna lose quick.
Who can last the longest
I
with
don't,
no
I don't need
boner?
no Viagra, dog. What's up, bro?
Brother, then you lose.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it would be way hard to not get hard on Viagra.
Yes, so you suck at the game.
I don't want to play this game,
Bro,
anyway.
you're not good.
I'm not in on this
Out.
game. I'm not
you
in.
should play.
You sign up for the game, it's an instant L right there.
Yeah, I'm not playing this game, dude.
Wow, I'm just saying. It's an idea. I'm thinking about going to Shark Tank. It's like,
Okay.
we got to get a pitch.
Gotcha. Is this gonna be like a TV? Is this gonna be like a TV show?
It's going to be... Have you never seen Shark Tank?
No,
gonna
I'm
be
saying
on-
no. But what is the? Where does it go from there?
Hey, wherever they want to take it. We could go to Pornhub. We could go to YouTube. We could go,
Gotcha,
know...
That's some other platform content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know how it's going to look, but it's going to feel hard.
Well,
You know? It might be sponsored by Hard Rock. I don't know.
could be good. Could be
We
good.
need big money behind it. Is
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Put Ram Ranch as the background music.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or we could get the dude from Super Troopers, Ramrod.
Oh yeah.
Get both of them to present the belt.
Yeah.
This feels like a Daniel Tosh skit.
It'd be fucking
That's-
dope, dude. I'll do a what was it, Sweb reality, when he does like the videos online and then he brings them in and he's like, "Yo, what the fuck happened?"
Mm.
Lost everyone on that. It was on
tried.
Harsh One.
I
It
tried.
would just like be part of the segment of the show, but yeah, I think that'd be a very, very like. What if you can't have anything rise?
We're still
or you
talking
gotta,
about the
like,
boner thing.
I had some
Okay.
ideas.
All right. I was just making sure we were still on the same.
I'll let it go. It's fine.
Still talking about boners. All right.
I just think it'd be fun.
Yeah. My bad. You know what? You're right. You're right. That's on me. Yeah, dude. That's on me.
And there's consequences. You didn't even see that part of the story yet. You didn't let it get.
Yeah,
You didn't let me
dude.
unfold.
Oh wow.
You know,
There's things to be
or
unfolded.
Getting an
unzip the
NIL
story.
Yeah.
I mean,
We were
look,
going
it's all put
places.
back.
Yeah.
It's okay. You come up with a boner idea, dude.
Dude,
That's a pretty fun one. I think everything else gets kind of.
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're not
I think some
wrong.
people fuck with it.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna have to for it to go away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be there for 4 hours. So
the grand prize winner there?
yeah, let's figure something out.
out.
The grand prize winner. Hmm.
You might have to relive that group chat you had.
Oh God.
Oh.
The 3 banging guys. You know. Hey, something came up again. You
I'll
know?
happily sit this one
It's a
out.
bit of a problem.
Yeah, he's like, go back
I'll
to
be out in the
Birmingham for that
He goes, I'm on back to Bama.
205 is calling my name, baby.
Yeah.
one. Oh man.
So what is the future of the band? Like you guys just dropped a single. So where is that leading us to?
So I think one thing that's important to us now, because there was, from the time we dropped the first song to now, there was just a lot of like, we were not sure how to write, how to practice, like what we wanted to do. We played our first show in April, which was a house show. And from that house show, we garnered enough attention to start playing like venue shows. That's how we played Heat in the Street. We played over at Downtown Music Hall in Fort Walton Beach, and then we played last night with the Capra show. So we realized like, okay, people want to see us, people want to catch us at shows and stuff. We dropped the song and we've already had a ton of like, positive feedback from it.
Yeah.
I think the thing now is just more consistency. It was more than a year since we dropped Insomnia. So I think now is just being more consistent for it. We're working towards an EP to drop. So we'll have things that sound like Insomnia, things that sound like Ghost, whatever you want to call it, and everything in between. We have a wide variety of sounds, and of course, if you've caught us at a live show, you've seen we have some extremely heavy stuff that Insomnia doesn't even touch, and just the energy that we have. So I think for us, it's just working towards getting more stuff out there, so that catching tours, just little runs or stuff like that is possible for the really, really big shows that come through town that we're getting at least offered to go and play them. Yeah. Just consistency, I think, is the biggest thing for me, at least. Yeah.
We're kind of still trying to hit our stride with like songwriting and stuff like that. As young of a band as we are, there's a lot for us to figure out on the back end. Yeah. Like writing remotely works for like the string section here. Like Kevin and I can bounce ideas off each other all day long, shoot them to Taryn, he's got it. Dane doesn't work that way. He's got to have you right in front of him to sit down and work. Mm-hmm. So that has me pulling like double duty where like I will get ideas from him. I am a big I really like atmosphere in songs. Like I like to kind of paint with sound. I used to be in like a lot of tech death bands, and I just don't really vibe with playing super fast techie stuff as much as I used to. Now I'd rather like kind of paint around with feeling and whatnot. But it has me pulling double duty because you can't really jam to drums with that. Like it's just atmosphere and then there's a drum beat going on in the background. Yeah. So I'll have to start learning Kevin's like rhythms. He and I approach rhythm very differently, so it keeps me keeps me on my toes a lot of times.
Dude, I can't even imagine. Like I assume musically everything is like that. Like even if you are similar, like every single beat can be different.
There's so many flavors.
Yeah,
like our emphasis on beats, he and I are polar opposites. So the way that like my picking hand will go, to me, what feels natural is inverted from what he'll do. So I'll catch myself like learning his stuff and playing it the way I would play it, and I'll be like, yeah, I got this shit. And then I'll listen back to it and I'm like, I fucked that whole thing up. And so that gives a real damper to Dane because he's listened to the drums and he's picked out his drum beat and he's just like, what are you doing? Yeah. And so it keeps me on my toes with that, and we're still trying to find our stride. I think one thing that kind of seems like it's in the motion is we're all spread out, but it kind of sounds like we're trying to move closer in to where we're all at least within like, not 5-hour drives.
Yeah.
Get in within an hour.
Because when he used to live like over in Mobile, and when he lived in Mobile, it was a lot easier for us to like just sit down and be like, here's an idea I've got, what you got with me, and like it's been some trial and error doing it remotely. But what's stupid is when you get us all in the same room and we just improv jam to kind of like loosen up, we'll come up with something and we're all like, what? That could pass as a song.
Yeah.
And so I think that's kind of where we're trying to figure out, like, where our actual sound is at. We're getting closer, like, every time we come up with something, but I think that's the future of Bitter Blood, is just completely trying to...
Bro, they should have bands that do, like how EPs are, like, written songs. They should...
Where are you going?
Just shut the fuck up. There should be called IPs, where it's like you just sell a 30-minute live session of you guys just playing. Where you're just trying to figure out a song, and it's called
That sounds
IPs.
like Tool.
Or like, what the fuck were those bands that Danny likes? Danny Garcia?
Like jam bands?
Jam bands, but they be going like
Yeah,
fucking 3 days long, and you're like, dude, these dudes
they every single every
It's
show they
different
play,
every
the
time.
song is
Yeah,
always
yeah.
different. It goes from like 4 minutes
He'll
to
go
like
to these
37
festivals where
minutes.
it's like a person plays a day.
Yeah,
something. And
yeah,
you're
they
like-
play like 8 hours straight and they just jam the whole time, which is insane. I'd never understood it really, but
I could get it if it's like you like that music. Like I could listen to Drake hum for like 30 minutes. I'm like, just
fucking
keep
wild.
Dude, let him cook. Like, brother's on a note right now, dude.
Well, I will say, like, we do have our jam sessions, and sometimes it's the most off-the-wall shit, or it's very bluesy and stuff like that they're playing, but sometimes we'll get into our, like, heavier jam band sessions, and we'll be playing some stuff. I'm like, why isn't this a song we've already done? Because it just rips. Like, the way everybody feeds off of each other when all 5 of us are in a room together, we might have trouble writing remote, but when we're all in the same room, there's no issue whatsoever. I mean,
Feels like home.
yeah, with everybody being so far apart, I mean, how often do you guys get to come together and be in one area and play together?
like,
I mean,
when we play a show.
fuck, really?
Before this show, we didn't get to practice rot together.
Yeah.
Like after finishing the entire song. Like, before, like, we wrote some of it, but then actually since we finished it, we haven't got to practice
Holy
it before
shit.
this.
Yeah, sometimes, too, it'll be like one of the two of them will happen to, like, just be near the area. And if we can coordinate it, it'll be like, well, shit, he's going to be there. Like, can you make it around that time? And we'll be like, fuck it, the boys are getting together for the weekend. And, it's really crazy, too, because we just, like, kind of feed off each other as people, too, rather, like...
Yeah.
There's a lot of camaraderie in our band that I don't feel like you see a whole lot of, in the sense that we could play 30 minutes of music after not seeing each other for a while, and then like the whole rest of the night is us just like hanging out and doing anything but.
Yeah.
But like as soon as we get into that like music mode, it's just like locked in and clicks and.
You I know it seems like it happens a lot, but you wouldn't know it. But like we never see each other, except for this. Really,
Yeah.
this is the only time we really talk, and it's like
Yeah,
it
we
just
both.
goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
rip it, and it. It's like a Beyblade. You just let that shit go.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Let it rip.
I'm a fucking. This boner joke's trying to work, dude. And
Boner
sometimes-
tank.
Coming full circle.
Yeah, dude. That is wild how you meet people like that in life where the chemistry just goes.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. I was super like antisocial before I got into all this. I kind of went to work, went home, and didn't really do much else. But the between the 5 of us, like we've all gotten very social with each other, and then just when I go out, I mean, we have all clicked so well right off the rip. I mean, I know you find your people in life or whatever that is, and between the other 4 guys here, like we have our brotherly disputes, and we'll get pissed off at each other at times, but just dealing with people in life, I have never had people that I just clicked with so easily. Both of them I met at shows, and it was right off the rip. It's like, I like you. You're in my life now. Welcome.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of like trying to learn how to navigate each other too. Like we can pick on him because he's not here. Dane is a wild card. Yeah, I knew Will was gonna have a mic for this one. Dane, he takes like a certain approach because he's really hot headed, And so, like, I've kind of been delegated as, like, he and I click on a certain level that, like, I love my boys, but, like, Dane and I just kind of get each other. We're two sides of the same coin on that. So a lot of times if it comes to it, he'll just be like, hey, will you get a hold of Dane on this situation?
Yeah.
And he and I just have an understanding on how to work that kind of stuff out. Like, he can be as pissed off as he wants to be, and I usually just know, like, let him blow off his steam. We'll be good on it. You know, like, usually I'll be the one to hit him up and be like, you good, buddy? We're good from there. Yeah. But it's kind of like how to navigate with each other, like how to make things still go without, like, being dickheads to each other and whatnot. Yeah. He and I kind of play good cop, bad cop a lot of times. Like, Will's very much like hey guys, can we get this done? And I'm more of the, like, this is what we're doing.
Like, you need that though. Like, it's tough. Like, I can't imagine dealing with more than just me and him.
Yeah.
Like, we don't do music. We just talk, and it's like freestyled every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't even imagine being like, brother, that is not the sound we're going for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, whenever it comes to, like, music too, like, I think the thing that kind of sets Bitter Blood apart is that we all get to interject, like, our particular influences on things. And so there's a lot of times whenever, you know, I can say, like, hey, I think this is what we're doing. You guys good with that? I'll take any bit of feedback in there. You know, I'm not trying to be, like, a tyrant here. Yeah. So Taryn sees things really, really differently than I do. And there's been times where he'll be like, yeah, I fuck with that, but, like, what if we try this? And usually it's like, oh, yeah, like, yeah, I like that.
Also, like, I'm a huge experimental person. Like, even if it's something like, oh, you brought up something I don't care for, but let's try it. Oh, it actually fucks a lot better than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. I also feel like with music, it probably is easiest to do it in person versus, like, yo, I think this beat would sound cool or this melody or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's probably easier to show or explain it or get an energy feedback in person on something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
you know, because it'll bounce naturally, and you can actually tell, like, if they're trying to be a dick or if they are digging it. Or
well, that's the thing I really appreciate about these guys is, like, if it was up to me, this would just be like a fucking Meshuggah cover band. And there's a lot of times where I'll, like, start playing stuff, and they'll be like, Darren especially is like, that's cool. I like what you're doing. Can we not? And I'll be like, but, like, he'll back it up. You know what I mean? Like, I can just be like, what you cooking? And he'll be like, what about this? And he'll throw something out. I'm like, yeah, that works. That works. I like that.
I think if we always look at, like, make sure that we're in this for the greater good of the thing that we're in this for. Yeah. I think it'll always rise to the top. It's when the things you're like, oh, I think you're just trying to be cool doing this, or you're just trying to be known for whatever this is in the thing.
Right.
When things start to, but it's like egos. If you all equally care about the thing,
and we're so opposite on that too, because there's been so many times where I've been like, hey, do you want to take the forefront on bass? Like, we can jump into a groove on guitar, and, like, he and I'll figure something out, and you can come forward. Or, like, Dane, do you want to take the forefront here? Like, we'll give him a chance to just do, like, whatever he wants to do.
Yeah.
We've had a harder time learning how to tell each other, like, let's not try that and let's do it this way than we have, like, you know, trying to boost our own egos. There have been so many times where he and I will sit here and be like, hey, do you want lead on this or do you want rhythm? Because, like, the ego usually is there where, like, the stereotype is like, oh, lead guitar this or whatever. And we have one song where he and I play the same lead. Like, I play it earlier in the song, and then later on I play a breakdown, and he'll play the same lead that I played over it earlier, and we make it work. That's why I think co-guitarist fits. Because, like, I mean, Insomnia, he's got, like, a lead line in that. I've got a lead line in the beginning of it. Like, we just kind of trade off. It's whoever's got the best approach at the time is where we go with it.
Yeah.
And, you know, sometimes you have to realize, like, that's not yourself. You know, I've learned that a lot over, like, the course of this band, too, is I can come up with an idea that I'm just absolutely married to. I'm like, no, this is going to work, damn it. And then it doesn't. And then the three of them will be like, we could try something different. Kevin, you know, he approaches things a lot differently than I do. Like, my whole upbringing in music, like, as a musician, basically started in deathcore, so if it's not just, like, Acacia Strain binary chugs and shit like that, I don't want nothing to do with it. Yeah. But he'll break me out of that box all the time, and half the time I'm pissed, because I'm like, Kevin, what the fuck are you doing here? Yeah. Now I gotta learn this shit. And, but like at the end of the day, it's good for me. You know, it breaks me out of patterns and whatnot. And
Yeah.
Who is typically the last person to lay down on a track? So like, is it always okay? I wondered if it was like lyrics and like where to place things.
Sometimes I'll write before everybody has put down their stuff. Like, I won't always like demo stuff out vocally when everything's not done, but I'll at least try to get a general idea. But sometimes even most of the time I base my stuff around drums and rhythm. So typically these two and Dane. But sometimes I'll wait and like I'll hear the lead and I'm like, oh, that changes what I want to do vocally here. But usually I'm the last to go with it. I just want to hear everything in its full capacity because like, you know, I could do something cool that follows this instrument or something cool that follows this instrument. Yeah. And then there's been times where I've played something down that's made one of them change what they do because it's like, this could be something really cool with what you're doing there.
Well, yeah, a lot of times too, like with what he does is something we kind of had to learn how to do too is like he's such a fantastic lyricist that there's times where he'll write something and I'll be like, what I'm doing is incredibly sad right here. Like let's make this meaner to fit what he's doing. Yeah. And we had to kind of learn like before we start to approach a song, like what's the vibe of it? Do you want this to be like a sadder song? Do you want this to like, you know, just smash Bone's jaw off? Yeah. The one that we just released was a good example of that where he had said like, you know, I want to write something a little bit more like emotional than what we have done. And that entirely altered how I had to approach the song and fit it to what he was writing.
Where do you normally write from? Like, what are your lyrics normally about? Is it like...
So
oh shit!
You're like, there's this 13-year-old birthday party I had.
Damn.
Divorce court. So mostly life experiences. Mostly, there's a couple songs that we have that are just like, we're a heavy band. Let's write a stupid song about violence. We have a song that's called Body Count. That's just, I put no thought into lyrics. It's just like how
1, 2, 3, 4. That's where bodies on the floor.
Oh shit!
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
that's the new intro. You know, but yeah. So like I have that song that's about that. You know, I've wrote songs about like anxiety that I deal with. I wrote a song called Fires in Salem. Oh shit! I wrote a song about fires in Salem that like I dealt with domestic. I was getting. No, you're good.
My bad, dude.
I mean, shoot.
Whoa!
I ripped the Band-Aid off.
I didn't even like. I should have let you go.
Sheesh, dude. Get him
No, like I dealt with some domestic abuse, being a recipient of it, so I wrote a song about that. I wrote fuck you if you see this. Yeah. I wrote a song about I wrote a song Rot that we just debuted last night. That's about like deadbeat parents. So it bounces all around. Insomnia. I just couldn't sleep, and I was like, I feel like I can make some dope ass lyrics out of this. So I did that. So it kind of bounces around. Life experiences are just something that feels fun. Ghost is about a breakup, you know. But I was just like, you know, I could take these raw emotions about something that wasn't really that big of a deal and make something that people can relate to. Yeah. So we did that, and it turned out super sick. Also, shout out to Sammy Bear for featuring on it.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Sammy Bear. So, yeah, just a little bit here and there.
Word. Do you ever have a song that's not written by you lyrically, but you sing it? The lyrics mainly come from you.
Typically, they come from me. The guys will, and I'm very thankful for this. By the way, I'm very open to feedback. If something like feels awkward the way it's set out, or it's too many syllables, not enough syllables, they'll give me some feedback on what I could change here and there. Word. Very grateful for that because sometimes I'll just write and I won't really like think about it. I'm like, that works. And then they'll hit me with something and I'm like, oh, that's even better. So they definitely, I think all of us can say that there's been a hand in each other's work. Like, well, we can make a small suggestion that's not like a full change of what's being done.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at something that I just thought of in my head. This is completely unrelated to anything. But I was, like, thinking of what... I don't know if you've been seeing this shit about Australians talking. The R's. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking, like, you do a breakdown where you're like, I don't know. I never hear, like, when an Australian... play something, they don't sound Australian. They sound
regular
English.
Yeah,
I'd say American, but they just sound clear.
Yeah,
They're not
no.
like, I don't know.
Yeah, they don't sing Australian.
Yeah, but
Why does
y'all
that
should
change
be the
when you
first
sing?
American band to do a breakdown or something where the
Australian
R
flavor?
is, yeah, and you sound Australian.
Yeah, Australian flavor.
Yeah.
I'll hit
Bro,
an R.
Crocodile Dundee or something.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
dude. Johnny had a guest spot artist, and she was in there, and she was from Australia. And I swear to fucking God,
That's
she
how
was,
it is.
That's exactly how she talks.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there just listening to her talk. And I'm just
Trying not to
like,
die laughing.
she goes, I don't know. And I'm just like, oh, fuck.
It's tough, dude. It's a tough scene, man. It's a tough
She got
scene down
robbed at a
there.
Little Baby concert.
That
And I was like,
tracks.
I shouldn't be laughing.
That adds up.
It
The
was
math
in
is
Memphis.
mathing.
So
Huh?
I said it was in Memphis. So
Okay. Well, yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah, I
Little
mean,
Baby.
Memphis is tough.
Memphis.
yeah.
But that R thing got me. You were saying that, and I was like, you're like, they kind of let me go, and I was like, what if he just went like this on the
or if
And I
he
was
just
like,
went
oh, no.
full Australian on him.
Next
Dude.
time, I got you.
Yeah. Just and like maybe the song doesn't even do that normally.
Oh
You
no,
just do it
I'm
for
going
live-
to add
oh,
this
fuck
in.
yes.
We're playing Glistener Ween next month, and that's a party.
Fuck yes.
I'm gonna throw that in there.
I'm going to
Hell
add
yeah,
this.
dude.
Said,
It-
fuck.
How do you guys feel about Halloween?
Oh, it's
Love
my
it.
favorite holiday.
Fuck
Like,
fucking awesome.
100% my favorite holiday.
What is everybody's got to do this? What's the best Halloween movie?
Are you talking like Michael Myers Halloween, or are we talking like
I mean,
just
like okay,
Just Halloween
whatever
flavor
makes you
movie?
Feel like Halloween. What's your go-to movie?
Yeah, mine's 28 Days Later.
Okay,
I don't know why. That's just what
run
I,
that real quick. What is that again? Is that
28 Days Later.
zombies?
Yeah, it's like rage zombies, like
Okay.
like a rabies strain.
Okay,
that
and then
goes
there's
off.
another like 28 weeks later or something.
No,
It's a
there's not. We
sequel?
don't talk about that.
But that's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same
Oh,
thing.
okay, okay.
Gotcha.
I think I know what you're talking about,
Just fall in general is Harry Potter for me. So
brother. Nerd.
Makes you feel. Makes you feel Halloween.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
not-
That's
just fall in general.
crazy.
But if we're talking scary, I'm a really big Nightmare on Elm Street fan. So Freddy's a piece of shit, but I do like some Freddy.
Word. So, what did you feel about that weird 2000s remake where they started it again, where it was a different Freddy?
So the thing,
Weird, wasn't it?
yeah, the
I
thing
couldn't
I
even
love.
watch the trailer. I didn't watch the movie because of the trailer. I was like a minute in, and I was like, oh no.
He's supposed to be goofy.
Yeah, he's supposed to be silly. Yeah, he was like
Oh,
way
really?
too serious about like they lost all of the comedy that was in the OG ones, and it was just way more dark and serious. I was like, this just isn't like
Yeah.
why I liked it. Like there was the humor and the silliness and the stupid shit that he did in the old ones. It just was lost.
Also, did you know that he has the least amount of screen time of any villain of any movie, I guess, like ever? Because the first movie he was only in it for like 3 minutes.
Damn.
Like it's a
You know, that
maybe
tracks.
it's not 3 minutes, but it's like a very crazy small amount of time.
Yeah, I mean
And they
that
made an
tracks.
entire movie
Yeah.
about this
About them not trying to
4-minute
sleep.
Yeah.
And them just being like fucking
Yeah.
paranoid and shit.
Yeah, I mean that tracks. Also, fun fact: if you watch the very end of that movie when the mom gets yanked through the window, it's a blow-up doll. Just watch it next time you see it.
I can't remember what the movie is, but there's a old. It's I assume has to be a horror movie where this dude throws a basketball, and it hits this lady in the head, and her head blows up. But her head, it's got to be a pumpkin
Yeah.
because of the way it blows up and the things that come off of it.
Yeah.
I think it was just like, and it was on like a wooden, but it was like the way it was
Trying
edited was
to-
like dog shit. It might have been like a grandma that it hit. I'll figure it out and I'll send it to
That's
you guys.
bad.
I gotta see that.
That's
But it's like
bad.
back when that was like that style.
That's how
of
they had to
really
make their
bad
effects.
was really good.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
practical effects.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I hate CGI. That's my problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's tough. So, what are y'all's movies?
You go.
Okay. My go-to is Dead Silence. It's an old
Dead
old
Silence.
'90s movie, and
I
it's
don't know about
very
that one.
it's a lore based. Instead of it just being like a bunch of jump scares, it actually like has a plot to it. There's a whole rhyme that goes with it. Like, whenever you see this lady named Mary Shaw, basically like don't scream or else she's gonna like rip out your tongue at the seams. That's like the whole lore. And so the whole time,
Brother, there's a song right there.
it's trying to essentially get these people. She's trying to set up these whole thing because this family, like way back in time, like killed off a whole bunch of people from hers, and she was the last one there and came back, and it revolves around dolls, so there's the creepy aspect of that
Oh
too.
yeah, fuck that.
And it's
Yeah,
the
can't do
soundtrack
all
to
that.
it, like all of it. It's a masterpiece to me.
Yeah.
But just like the old antique kind of vibe.
Yeah,
It's
I
really-
respect you for that, for the like the
perfect,
90s shit. Like I like that side of it for sure. You know what I mean?
Jacob's Ladder?
Uh-uh.
Dude, that's not. I don't get Halloween vibes from it, but that's like one of my favorite movies of all times. It was like the basis of what Silent Hill, like the games were based off of.
Silent Hill's so good.
And
Movies aren't, but
yeah, but like, dude, check out Jacob's Ladder. It's like I think it came out in 1990. It is like just such a crazy movie where I don't want to give too much of it away because it's such a like you just gotta see it. Dude's having like flashbacks.
Okay.
Okay.
Right? Like the
Yeah.
whole time dude's having flashbacks. And then like he's back at home, but things aren't like quite what they seem when he gets back at home. And then like there's like this whole twist ending that you like don't see coming, and it's
I like shit like that. Y'all seen Secret Window?
yeah, Secret
Is that
Windows
like
is
that?
shit.
Kind of
It's
like you're
that,
like,
but
what the fuck? And then at the very last minute, you're like,
yeah, at like the very end of it, like I don't know, man.
Like
y'all,
a
y'all care about
mindfuck movie?
spoilers here?
No,
brother,
you can-
it's been out
you can rip
45
it. Yeah,
years.
you're good.
Yeah, fair
I don't
enough.
think
So
anybody's-
basically, the flashbacks, he got stabbed with a bayonet in Nam, and he's having hallucinations of his life back home, but all the flashbacks are him becoming lucid. So at the
so
very
he's
end,
dying.
he like makes peace with the life that he left behind at home, and then he dies.
Oh,
And you find out
sick.
that like the whole time that he would have these flashbacks, it was just him coming to, realizing that he's dying, and then him trying to make peace with his like his dead son and like the
Word.
wife that he had no relationship with and shit. Like, but it does like a lot of body
Wild.
horror and stuff like that. Like if you've ever played any of the Silent Hill games or anything like that, it's just
I
like
didn't. This sounds very Stephen King-ish.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
name Jacob's Ladder.
that does sound
No, like,
dude,
Yeah.
can't recommend it enough. Some of the like the effects in it are kind of hokey. Like you can see strings on birds and shit. But
Brother,
But that's
all
the
I-
charm. You know,
yeah,
that's the charm of
That's
it.
part of it.
You ever
Yeah.
seen Birds?
yeah,
Movie?
yeah.
Kind of hokey.
What?
But it's a good movie.
What?
You're like, what the fuck? Get out of the phone booth. Go home.
I didn't even see that movie.
You know?
No.
Alfred Hitchcock, bro.
Oh, for me, it's like the whole Conjuring series. I love that entire.
Okay,
series.
look, I want to
Really?
watch. I watched like I think the first 2 that popped out, but then there's like 17 of them now, and I'm like, I've gotten to the point where it's like I'm gonna wait till they're all completely done. Then I'm gonna watch them in order of like chronologically or whatever.
Well, that's the thing is that it's not even in chronological order. Like, well, chronological. Okay, I see what you're
Because
saying.
it's like
But-
Conjuring, and then it's like The Nun, and then Annabelle, and then isn't there another series of the stuff that's in
there's
it?
like 4 or 5
So
different.
it's like, how would I
sets.
even know?
Yeah, and they're still dropping more movies. Like,
And it-
The Nun 2 just came out. Fire.
Yeah,
It was really good.
but like you can watch these alone, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can watch the like. I would recommend at least watching the like series, like the Conjuring, all the Conjuring movies together, or all the.
So
Nun
you
movies.
don't need to watch them in.
You don't. Yeah, no,
chronological
you don't
order.
need to watch them in chronological order. You
It's
can-
not like
Anthology.
it's not like Avengers. It's not like you
No,
need
no,
to.
no.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you missed out on
Gotcha,
one.
gotcha.
So they will reference each other, and you'll see references to other ones.
That's gonna
Yeah.
piss me off though.
Little
Hey,
sneak
I'm gonna be
Not
like,
knowing.
why the fuck is he wearing that shirt? Like that shirt looks a little like.
Asking too many
and she's
questions.
like, you shouldn't be wearing that shirt here.
Yeah.
You know
And
that.
then you're like,
I'm
fuck.
like, why does he know that? I don't know that.
Yeah.
Why does he know something I don't know yet?
Yeah.
It's more subtle details. Like in the Nun 2, there was a reference just to what the what's the name of the couple that those movies are around.
Lorraine,
Lorraine
Yeah,
and
Ed and Lorraine.
Ed.
Yeah,
One.
so like there was a
One.
reference where you
One,
see
yeah.
the nun
Yeah.
and it's like a hallway. And the hallway, if you know the Conjuring movies, you just know that that's their house. It's nothing like
Okay.
giant.
Which
I'm gonna pause you guys right there. When we watch these, y'all are gonna be here. That's what it is. I'm gonna be like, brother, what the fuck is going on? Brother, this
Just
is,
have a whole
I
movie
feel like
marathon.
there's something more than
Yeah.
what I'm
Some
saying.
people
Yeah,
suck
yeah,
Bitter
yeah,
Blood
yeah.
movie night. Let's
Come
go.
on.
Let's go.
It's a 24-hour stream of just us watching it.
Dude, Spooktober Fest. We're in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying?
Oktoberfest.
It's gonna have to be some shit going down.
fuck, dude.
But that's
Love
like
it.
it's things like that where they have a universe or something, and it's like I respect the universe, so I wanna
You want to appreciate it.
I wanna
watch it
yeah, and I
correctly.
wanna be like
Yeah.
See it in its entirety.
Oh, completely.
Yeah. I get
so
that.
it's like I want to see those movies.
I felt that way about the whole Marvel thing, and then when they started making every single spin-off of every movie
That's
and every
tough.
and then I'm
That's
like,
tough.
now there's 38 movies and there's
Dude,
4
and
shows
you miss
and
one
all,
thing, and the next
Yes.
thing you
and
know,
then
there's
it
like
fucks everything up.
yeah, and you're like, oh, why is he a bad guy now?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
What the hell's going on?
Oh, I
There'll be
missed
some
one
cool-ass
movie.
looking characters like the white dude that's in all white and he's a mummy or something.
No
Oh,
clue.
Moon Knight.
Missed that
Yeah,
movie.
Moon Knight.
That looks bad as fuck. Like,
Dude,
his
Moon Knight was my
character
favorite
looks sick
character
as-
back
I
in the
never
day,
saw
like,
the
in the
show. I don't know what
comics.
it's about.
Yeah,
Dude,
what?
and
Never
it's
watched
like
that.
there's all these series that you have to keep up on and
That's
shit.
right, it's
So it's
too
like you don't watch
much.
this. Like
Too much. It's a job. That is
I-
a part-time job.
I
Luke
honestly gave up
Cage,
after
It really
that
is,
Doctor
dude.
Strange movie, like the one that came out where
See,
he was
Which
like,
one?
the first one?
Multiple universe?
yes,
one with
yeah,
the-
the multiverse one.
I watched that one and I was like, that's pretty good.
I
but
thought it was sick 'cause it was dark. Like
Yeah, but I felt.
horror movie they released. With
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the one with the.
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, but I felt like the story was so straightforward. You're like, oh, she's just
got it.
trying to do this one thing.
Well, yeah. Did you watch the? Did you watch the series of like Wanda or Vision or
No,
whatever?
I haven't watched
That's
any
why,
of the
because you had to
TV
watch
series.
that. You had to watch WandaVision and know why the fuck she was going off on this whole thing.
But it just felt like the story was so straight. Like, it just felt like it was like, oh, I
Yeah.
know what's going to happen at the very beginning. That's all that can really happen. And normally they do these little things where they're like, oh, yeah, but he has a weird eye. And, like, she only wears pink.
yeah.
What is that about? And then they come
He
back
has
and
a
then you're
weird
like,
eye.
she wears pink because his weird eye can only see fucking pink.
Dude, yeah, right.
And
Like,
then you're like, ah!
dude, I grew up with like Marvel comics and stuff, so I was so geeked on it. But like with all the shit that comes out, it's just like such a fatigue. Like I
Yeah.
can't keep up, and I'm just
It
like,
is.
It's a
now
chore,
I'm 40
dude.
series and movies behind, and I'm just like, I don't care.
It's a lot.
Same thing with
Yeah.
Star Wars.
It's a lot.
Like
It's tough, too.
That
Ahsoka,
that
though,
makes me
Ahsoka's pretty good.
angry. That makes me
Huh?
angry.
The series Ahsoka that came out.
Is that the newer one?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
good.
With the-
That's with the. She's got the tentacle hair.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
God, just make it sure.
See, but the quality looks really good. Like, I'm a
Yeah.
sucker for, like, even if something is super bad, like, if it's done super badly in a good way, I'm like, I'll fucking watch that.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Mandy.
I love the shitty B movies. That is like one of my favorite types
Yeah.
of movie, dude. Like,
Dude, I hate to cut this off. Have you seen that he's dropping a new movie?
I'm sure
I mean,
he's
it
got
drops
3
every-
coming out.
Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage drops a new movie every fucking day.
Let's
Yeah.
let's get a hot or cold on Nicolas Cage real quick.
okay,
Where
I
we
used
at?
to be a huge Nicolas Cage hater. And then my
And now
buddy
you love
Trevor made me watch 2 of his movies. Mandy. Mandy was the shit.
Brother's
Dog!
dating Mandy, basically.
That's my dog.
Yeah,
That's a
dude.
fuck. I love
Mandy,
that
and
movie.
then I can't remember what the one was where he's a dirty cop in New Orleans and he's like tripping balls and sees the
Oh,
fucking lizards.
fuck.
Like, and there's like a 3-minute sequence of him just tripping balls and looking at iguanas on his coffee
I know what
table.
you're talking about. I
That
can't remember
one
the name of the
sold
fucking
me.
movie,
I was
though.
like, yep, I'm a Nicolas Cage fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Nicolas
but
Cage.
he's coming
National
out.
Treasure.
That's it.
National Treasure?
Yes.
Yeah. You don't know who Nicolas Cage?
I
Brother,
No.
we need to have a talk.
I always trip him and Brendan Fraser up. I was like, was he in the Mummy or not?
No, that's Brendan Fraser.
yeah.
Hey, brother. No, I'm not. Go ahead.
We're trying to keep it in the rest over here.
I saw y'all talking over here. He was like, no, he's the guy in the... And I was like, he doesn't know who Nicolas Cage is.
You're like, no, dude. I think that's a wrong.
What was this, like Five
Nights at
what?
Freddy's
Freddy's movie?
Yeah, it was Willy's Wonderland.
No,
Yeah,
no.
Willy's
Five
Wonderland.
Nights at Freddy's is actually coming out.
Yeah,
There's another one that... Yeah,
The real one.
the
Yes.
remake, yes.
Yeah,
Corey
but this is
Kenshin
like
in it.
the actual.
Yeah,
real
yeah.
One.
But his was a remake of the old one anyway.
Yeah, but this is like the real one.
Yeah, but his was...
Let it go.
You know. It's fine. He did it
It's
before.
okay,
All
we
I'm
all
saying
can
is,
be there.
Nicolas Cage was before the wave. That's
it's
all I'm
fine.
saying. You know what I mean?
I'm excited for this one because it actually has a lot of the game references in it.
I don't know the game at all, but it looks
Yeah.
fucking dope.
Same. I've watched the
Yeah.
same people play it, but I've never played
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but what was yours? Is it good?
I say I'm gonna give an unpopular opinion.
Okay.
I can't really weigh in on it. I'm not
On
really
an-
too.
You
on
can't
Nicolas
weigh
Cage.
in on if Nicolas Cage
Nicolas
is good or
Cage?
not.
I say because like.
How do you feel about
Biden-
Nickelback? You
Nickelback.
can't weigh in on that either.
Nickelback.
Be honest with yourself.
Be real.
Live your truth, Kevin.
Be
Nobody's
real.
in this room but you and a
Not
mirror.
gonna lie, 75% of it, I fuck with.
Nickelback?
75% of
I
Nickelback.
respect that.
Yeah.
That is a very honest ratio.
I respect
because
that.
There are like 15% of their songs,
Like,
and then
a lot
another
of them
10.
are overplayed. A lot of them are overplayed.
Shut up.
It's one of those things that the way I rate how I feel about it is that like despite you're sitting in the car by yourself and it comes on next
Or
on
you were
shuffle.
just like standing in a line
yeah and like
at a
you
club
start
that you would
playing,
never get
you,
in.
you start like bobbing your head to it and it's like okay
Yeah.
yeah
Jesus.
he gets it.
Here we go.
I
Got
do.
it. As far as Nicolas Cage, I mean, I can't really weigh in on it.
You gotta get some Nicolas Cage
I
in
do.
you,
I
dog.
gotta
For
I gotta
real.
get
Watch
in on it.
what is it? The unbearable weight of.
Oh, Massive Talent.
Yeah.
That one
I like
was.
Pedro Pascal too, though.
He's great in that movie.
I thought the
He's great
beginning
in
was
that
just
movie.
like, is he playing him or not, because it's like
Yeah.
there was other
Yeah.
like celebrities in it that weren't themselves.
Right. Yeah.
That was
It
weird.
kind of messed you up in the beginning there.
I wish there was a movie where it's like if one celebrity's playing themselves,
They
all of
all-
the motherfuckers that are celebrities in there are playing themselves. Don't give me like fucking Kevin Costner and he's playing Billy, the bagel guy.
Yeah.
Don't do
Yeah.
that shit to me. I'm confused.
Yeah.
Just real quick, because y'all had asked about Nickelback. How do y'all feel about Creed?
Hey, brother, calm down, okay?
Yeah.
We're
One thing at a
there's
time.
an itinerary. We're getting there, okay?
Fine.
Oh,
Just calm down.
towards the end. Please towards the end.
damn, dude, you're 6 feet from the edge.
Yeah, dude. Brother.
Fuck.
So we got the vibe. But what I was saying, a new Nickelback or a fucking
Nicolas
Nicolas
Cage.
Cage movie.
Yeah.
It looks actually pretty good.
Is
What
that the
is the-
vampire one? The
No.
that one's out.
That's Renfield. That one's been
Renfield.
out. This one isn't come out yet, but he's like an older man and he's in everybody's dreams. But it's like I don't know if it's supposed to be horror or if it's supposed to be like. Do you remember that old conspiracy theory where everybody saw the same guy in their dreams?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's supposed to be a rip on that because
I would love a movie
He
on
doesn't
that.
exactly look like that guy.
The thing is like with Nicolas Cage, it's hard to tell anymore. Is any of his stuff like?
Yeah.
Is it horror movie? Is he playing himself? Just an exaggerated
Sympathy
form
for
with a
the
different
devil?
name?
Let me see. I can tell by the.
I mean, it's just the trailer picture, but
I can't tell from that. Give me an image of the. Can't
I
tell.
think that one is the one where he steals
Look
the
up
guy's car.
Nicolas Cage in everybody's movies or
Everybody's
dreams.
dreams.
It looks good because there's parts of it where you're like, oh, they're about to reveal if this is going to be a horror comedy or whatever. Where it's like, they're talking to him and they're like, you got to stop doing this, and he's like, I'm not doing anything. I don't even know how to control this.
Dream
did-
scenario.
Yes.
That yes,
Yeah.
I did
That
see a
looks
trailer
like-
for that.
like a kind of
does
Shutter
look fucked
Island
up.
feeling, but in a not
That was a
dark
fucking
way.
banger.
You know what I'm
of a
saying?
Yeah,
movie,
Where you're
too.
like, what?
Dude, if you like Shutter Island, you gotta check out Jacob's Ladder.
Brother,
Yeah.
Shutter Island.
See, that's a fucking. That is a hitter.
That's
I
chef's
feel
kiss.
the same way about like Hereditary and Shutter Island. How they both
Hereditary
fucked me
was a
up.
banger.
I
Yeah.
thought Hereditary was
was
good,
good.
but I don't think it's on the level.
I mean, I do.
I don't know,
So there's that.
That's fine.
Shutter Island.
Yeah.
Really love
Yeah.
the twist.
Yeah.
Because you still don't know. It's up to you. What do you think?
I think that makes a really good horror movie.
Yeah.
It's just the end leaves you questioning more than you understand.
Yeah. That's how you know it's a good one.
Yeah, even not horror movies, just some of them that leave you question. Like, what is it? Swiss Army Man. I don't know if y'all ever.
I never saw that. I saw the trailer, but it looked good.
Who is that?
That's with
Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, fucking Harry.
Oh.
Yeah,
He's dead, but he's like he can do everything.
Okay.
Isn't
yeah,
it because
yeah,
his
yeah.
friend died and he's like trying not to let the spirit of the dude away?
You know, if that's what the movie was trying to tell me,
Oh,
I
God.
still don't know.
He's like,
I just know
I've watched
Daniel
it 9
Radcliffe.
times. No idea.
Yeah. I just know it was Harry Potter as a bloated farting corpse. Like,
yeah.
I worked at the movie theater and I sat there on my break one day and watched it. I
How
don't.
long
know.
was your break? Nah, I'm kidding.
It was 2 hours and 15 minutes. Exactly, yeah. So I wanted to get into. So we all vibe with Halloween.
Yeah.
Did we all say our Halloweens?
yeah.
Yes. What did you say?
Oh, I don't really have one. To be honest with you,
You don't have like.
I don't have a movie that
Hey,
hits. I don't have a.
I'll give you this.
I
I'll
don't
give you
have
this.
a-
Halloween's coming up, and you're like, "Ooh, this gets me in that mood." That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking
Honestly,
about, like,
it's not even like a movie. I just like
what
when it
is
gets
a
cool.
hand job?
No, when it gets cool.
What is
And
it
that
when
works.
it's cool?
When it gets
Pumpkin
cool.
Spice.
Yeah,
Dude, I listen.
Brother,
I had the
you're
first pumpkin spice
Y'all
this
don't know about
morning.
fall
That
down
shit hit, dude.
Dude, with the pumpkin cold foam.
Brother, I
fuck outta here.
already know,
the
dude.
fuck outta
You know, look, you know how I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I set you on it. I
The
get it.
pumpkin cold foam, dog.
Yeah, but that's not even. what
But
we-
yeah, I don't have a specific movie that makes me think of Halloween. I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, that fall breeze though.
It does.
do it.
That for me. Yeah. What about you? What's yours?
Dude, Halloween 1978, the original, brother.
Oh, where it's not
Yeah.
even Michael Myers, it's his mom.
Well,
You're thinking of.
all right.
I'm thinking of Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I was like, all right,
Yeah.
brother, you're gonna have to take a nap over there.
me with a good time.
It's not the one with oh god, what was it? Busta Rhymes? That's not your
No,
favorite.
no. That's like what is that
That's
number?
H2O or whatever.
Yeah.
I loved H2O.
But
H2O.
where does that land in it? It's number 6 or 7 or something.
Yeah, it's way
like
later.
pretty late in there.
I just remember Kung Fu Busta Rhymes. I was like, what?
Yeah, and I was like, how the
Sheesh.
fuck is he lasting this long into the film and he's recording? Like, how are you doing that? Like, that didn't make any sense. I also want to get into, like, the newest Halloween. Ain't no way anybody's on... I'm going to use this again, on the level of Michael in a movie. And you're going to throw hands on him and beat his ass?
Yeah.
And he's not going to come back to you?
I think Jamie Lee Curtis, like not as her character, but as Jamie Lee Curtis as an actor, she could beat his ass.
Dude,
Brother, he is an eternal being.
I don't
Beat
know.
my ass.
I wouldn't
I'm
bet
coming
on that.
back, and I'm grabbing your ass.
Yeah.
dude,
you know?
these new Halloween movies I have really enjoyed though. They do have a really good storyline to them, and like the way they're shot is sick. They just can't get away from stupid fucking people in horror movies. It's like he's not dead.
Well, that is the point.
Don't
Like,
turn your
that's
back on
That's
him.
part of
Yeah.
the shine to like. I love this.
Yeah.
I want. It's kind of like the whole Scream thing. Like, don't answer the phone.
Yeah.
Stop
Yeah.
having phones.
Yeah.
Throw the phones out, bro.
Sam quit investigating.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
And
Yeah.
stop calling that one fucking lady and her family. Like, because if they're in town, it's fucking a wrap for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rest in
Somebody's
peace.
pissed her off, or somebody wants to be a part of this.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. What is your go-to Halloween candy?
Pumpkin shaped Reese's.
Brother, that's God tier. All right.
Pumpkin shaped Reese.
Okay, what about you?
No, there's this candy that Dollar General has. It's like $2 for 200 of them. They're like little taffy pieces. I think they're called I think it's just fruit chews. I think that's what it says on the bag, but it's literally like little taffy pieces. They have
So
blue
is it
raspberry.
taffy or is it fruit? Because isn't taffy like
Yeah, it's
savory?
No, taffy's
Word?
Yeah, like
Taffy.
I thought
sweet.
it's like salted caramel and fucking
they've
cookies
got-
and
They
cream
do,
and shit.
yeah.
Well,
it's blue.
that's the fancy stuff. We're talking about like cheap people shit.
200 count for $2.
200. I said, I don't think you heard that part. 200 of them. Yeah. Yeah.
It only comes out during Halloween.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
Reese's is goated.
Yeah.
It's really hard to beat.
How do you fuck with it, dude?
It's really hard
That
to
is-
beat.
That's
Dude,
a
Reese's is just
landslide.
better when it's in shapes.
It is. There's
Christmas trees?
something.
Okay,
Brother.
Yeah, okay, hold on.
It's
Now.
it's the Nutcracker
What's the
shaped
best
snake.
shape?
That's the real question. Is what's the best shape?
What's your best shape?
Because there's what? There's the
Bats.
Christmas tree, the
Bats.
egg.
I was
Gonna
egg.
say Easter
Eggs.
That's exactly what I was
Can I
going to
change my
say.
answer? It's the eggs.
Something about the
Easter eggs is the best one. The
You
full
can't fuck
one.
with the egg.
You get a full egg, not just like the
Yeah.
cut off shape.
Yeah.
You get
No.
the full
It's an
egg.
actual
It's
egg.
the ratio where
And the-
you're getting just a little
And
bit too
the
much
chocolate,
peanut butter.
the chocolate is
Yeah.
different. The chocolate is different.
chocolate is different.
It's
It doesn't
different.
taste
It's
like
soft.
it's been sitting in a gas
It's
station
soft.
for 50 years.
Yeah.
They matted it out a little bit.
oh my
God.
waxy, like it's
Yeah.
It's like those Cadbury eggs.
There's something going on.
It's
I
like
don't
a
know what the
Cadbury
fuck they're
egg with
doing with the
peanut
egg
butter.
ones, but
Conspiracy with those Cadbury eggs, though, bro. Because I remember back in the day, they used to be like egg size, and now those shits are
the little
small.
guys, yeah.
That's not a conspiracy theory. That's just like capitalism. They're like, yeah, let's give
They're
them less
charging
for
you
more
twice
money.
as much.
They're still gonna buy it.
They're charging you twice as much and cut the half.
Damn this
Yeah.
economy.
Yeah.
Bring us back to Cadbury.
Yeah,
eggs.
no, I think egg is
Yeah.
superior
Just
to
without
all
a
of them.
doubt.
So I wrote down a couple questions that I thought would be fun to do with a bunch of people. So here is one, and this is one I wrote myself. So do you think the world would be a better place if you couldn't lie or you couldn't tell the truth?
Oh, God.
So whichever one you pick, that's the rest of time. So if somebody was like, you know your name's William, and somebody's like, what is your name? If you pick lie for the rest of your life, you can never be William. So if they ask something, you always have to create a new answer.
Squid.
You know, I've got a million nicknames.
Or you always have to tell the truth. This kind of comes from the invention of Lying, the movie. I don't know if you guys saw that. Fucking banger of a movie.
For me,
I would. Yeah,
I was gonna say for me it would be the truth, just because
Yeah.
I can't live in a land of confusion.
Yeah.
Like no one really knows this stuff, and I'm
Constantly
already
knowing.
like pretty straightforward. Like if you ask for my honest opinion,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna beat around
Yeah.
the bush.
I tend
Yeah.
to wear myself on the outside, and it gets me in trouble a lot. So I'd rather just be up front, even though, like, you know, It's not gonna spare anybody's
So the
feelings.
consensus
Yeah.
is the truth.
Yeah,
I think
would
so.
say yeah, for sure.
I think for everybody it makes it better too.
Word, because that's not how the world is. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
We're
yeah,
living
for
in
sure.
a world
We're
where
living in
pretty much all lies.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
literally.
So
yeah.
we can make it. I promise you guys.
Yeah.
We're making it right now.
But I'm a troll at heart, so I could probably get away with lying all the time. That'd be funny.
I think it would be
Just to fuck
fun
with
if
people?
you could only lie.
Think it would be fun?
It would be fun for a
I think it
while.
would be
Now,
stressful.
okay, listen.
Yeah.
I think it'd be stressful.
I think maybe
Yeah.
I didn't let in enough information. Whatever you say, people believe. So whether it's the truth or the lie.
Oh, so you're just saying you're a really good liar.
You're really good at
everybody's
whatever
And
you
you're-
do.
They just
whatever
take
you
it
do.
as
everybody's
law,
very
like, whatever.
gullible.
Okay, so if you're lying all the time, does that mean everybody else is lying all the time,
No,
or just
everybody
you?
can pick whatever they want.
Just you.
Yes.
Oh shit! Yeah, lying. Yeah, that sounds fun. Yeah. I thought you meant the whole world.
He
That's
said,
all I
"Oh
was like,
shit,
no,
for sure,
I would
lying."
say that my answer
No,
changes
okay.
completely.
So now here's some homework for everybody. Go watch The Invention of Lying.
Okay.
You'll get the idea of the theme of the question I had because it's Ricky Gervais. He's in a world where lying doesn't exist. And then all of a sudden, he joked to like a bank teller. He's like, she's like, how much do you want out? And he's like, 5,000. And she was like, okay. And he doesn't have $5,000 in the bank. She gives him $5,000. And he's like, and he walks out and he's like, what the hell? And he like starts to tell, and then he's like, oh, people aren't realizing like,
Yeah.
and then he tells somebody that he's attractive, and he's not. Like he's been with this lady that's like, I would never be with you. It's just a really good movie. You should watch it. Like he runs with this idea of like lying, and it gets him pretty far.
Okay. Interesting.
I
Yeah,
can fuck with that.
I will check this one out.
it's very very good. If you like Ricky Gervais, I think it's really good.
I don't like Ricky Gervais. Wait, no, hold on. I do like Ricky Gervais. For some reason, I'm thinking of him.
Doesn't know who Nicolas Cage is.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
doesn't know who fucking Ricky
I was
Gervais.
confusing him.
Yeah.
Who's the
Just
dude
kidding.
Who does the car ride karaoke? That's who I was.
Oh,
no,
James
No, that guy
Gordon.
sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
fuck
what-
that
That's
guy.
who I was thinking of for what they're British. Don't
Yeah.
Love Ricky Gervais.
Would you rather know when you die or how you die?
I can usually guess how I'm gonna die. I would like to know when
You
it's
can
gonna.
usually guess.
I have a strong suspicion on how I'm gonna go out.
That's not good.
So I'd like to know
Hey,
when it would
always drive
happen.
really fast towards the door. Yeah, just not today. Not today. Soon.
Scarily accurate. Yeah, I'd like to know when.
When?
I'd rather much know how. I don't care about when.
That's yeah.
If you know when, what the fuck?
Yeah, then I'm just gonna
Well, then I'm
anticipate.
gonna party the last. I mean, you can't take your money with you, so I'm gonna party hard for the last.
I will.
couple days.
I will tell you the
That's
advantage
true.
of knowing when. You know when. You can just do whatever the fuck you want
know
till
it.
then.
Yeah, no shit.
You can just
Yeah.
ride it till the wheels fall because you're like, yo,
Yeah.
the wheels fall off that day.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
How you could be like, I'm gonna avoid that thing.
But I
Yeah.
feel like it's gonna be like Final Destination. You're gonna find yourself there one day, and it's
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
Then panic
What
attack.
you do is you just never
Panic sets in.
leave the room.
See, the thing is,
but then you
is
don't
if
live
I
a
know,
life.
Reese's peanut butter cup. Good ass Conjuring movies. Just fucking, I'm not
Fucking
leaving.
lock the doors, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna
then you-
change that answer to that question sitting in this room. No,
Couldn't it change though?
that was my question.
What do you mean? Once
How?
you pick?
Yeah,
Final
well, yeah.
Destination,
like if you go with
Oh,
how.
So, like, if you know when,
You mean like you're waking up every day and it's like, yo, tree, and then all of a sudden it's a train and you're like, whoa, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, or you lock yourself in and then you die from Reese's. You know?
yeah, that's what I'm
Overdose.
saying. 'Cause
Right.
if you know when, and then the stress of it gets to you, or if you know how, and you
I
like,
think it's like
It's
no,
got-
because destiny is destiny. If you're believing in this type of shit,
But not
I
if
so
think-
you
know
think
it.
you're gonna run your car through a tree, and it's gonna end up being the Reese's trees that gives you diabetes.
Brother, hey, the tree could fall.
This
in
guy
the
went
room.
full fucking circle.
Brother, trees could grow feet and start. Hey, motherfucker, get out of here!
It's your time.
Tree awakening.
You've ever seen a tornado, they have a really fun way of throwing.
Yeah,
also very
fucking-
true. Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. So how?
I'd rather much know how,
Yeah, when.
because if it's gonna be like if it's burning alive or
Oof.
drowning, those
That's-
are the two that I.
That's
cannot-
another. That's what we should ask next.
I mean, that was going to be one of the questions. Would you rather burn or drown?
drown.
I'd rather drown.
You always would rather drown.
Yeah.
Now, would you rather freeze or
Burning-
burn?
Huh?
Freeze or burn?
Freeze
Freeze
or
or
burn?
burn.
Yeah.
Hardcore. I'm from the Midwest. I know a thing or two about freezing. That's how I go.
Ooh, I'll go with this. I'll go burn, but I want to burn like
quick. That's
But
my
you
answer.
don't have
too.
any control
Incinerate.
over it.
Brother, nobody said that.
I did
You
not
got no
specify.
control on
He's
that.
got the one with the mic, brother.
Yeah.
The one who says the question has all the details.
Yeah, if you freeze to death, it's going to be slow and painful.
But if you're
No,
gonna
actually,
burn,
once you hit a cusp of like freezing, you actually start to feel warm.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's like a warm feeling as your nerve endings.
yeah, nobody's
like,
picking that though. So this is what
I just want to freeze like
you know how
that.
cool it'd be? Dive in a volcano,
That is
brother.
true.
Nobody's ever gonna see what you see. Ever?
Yeah, you're not
As
gonna
long as
see
your
it
eyes
either.
melt.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna see
Yeah,
it.
or be in front of where like a bomb drops. Be like
Oh, yeah, you're gone
100
instantly
feet
then.
away just to
Yeah.
see like, ooh.
He said,
I'm fucked.
he's stealing.
Dude, you know what I'd do? I'd set up my family. I'd be like, we're going to live stream on your phone, but I'm going to do it somehow through my phone. You just stay home. But like you like FaceTime me and then so you can make money. This will be like a live stream for you. I'm going to die in front of this mom. Okay.
Low key.
Yeah.
Think about this: getting yanked by a tornado, but just imagine that, like that little bit of time where you're just soaring through the air, and that's all there is.
You get knocked out by 2x4.
Then you're gone, and that's all.
That'd be pretty cool.
But flying through the air on a tornado would be kind of sick.
That'd be pretty sick. What is the best fast food restaurant of all time? And if you pick, like whatever you pick, you get free food for life, and you can't get fat from it.
Oh shit.
And it's fast food. I don't mean like Denny's or IHOP. I mean like you can go through a drive-through.
Whataburger. There's no other choice.
Whataburger.
Taco Bell's gone to shit. That would have been my answer, but Whataburger is the only answer.
For me, it's Portillo's.
What the fuck is that?
That,
Brother, get
That's
him off
that,
the mic.
that's that northern shit, dude.
dude, Portillo's is like
Is
a
that the hot
Chicago
dog?
area thing.
That's the hot dog place, yeah?
Yeah, it started
Yeah,
as a
yeah,
hot
yeah.
dog place, but like, dude, everything there's God tier. Like, you can get cheese fries, and it is the best fucking cheese fries you're gonna see in this nation.
Where is
Like,
that at?
It's
Where
like,
does it start? It's in Chicago, right?
yeah, it's like a Chicago area
yeah,
thing.
yeah. They do like the chili
Portillo's,
fries.
dude, like hands down. Tell me to get off the mic until you get it. It's good.
Fair enough.
I would
See-
say Whataburger. I want to switch it up though. I'm gonna say Sonic because the versatility there, the variety.
That's a
But
wild
you know
pick.
what? You know,
That's
yeah,
a wild
you know why
pick.
that's wild?
But if I could eat it
Customer
every-
service sucks dick, dude.
But
You're like, is anybody in this motherfucker? I press a button 6 times, dude. And then they're like, I said order.
Nope.
you
Brother,
No.
I'll come through this button, dude. Come out here.
Yeah. Skate your way out here,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. I'm gonna trip your ass.
Now
watch
Popeyes,
your mouth, dude.
no.
Watch your
Okay,
mouth.
but you have to. But you
Watch
gotta
your
be
fucking
real.
mouth,
But you
dude.
gotta be real. When is the last time we went through a Popeyes drive-through and gotten the correct order?
That's fine.
There you
That's
go.
fine.
But no, but I'm just saying, customer service-wise, or
Oh, yeah,
correctivity
yeah.
of order.
Top 3 worst: Sonic. It's got to be Popeyes, and it's got to be Wendy's.
I knew Wendy's was gonna be up
Wendy's
there.
is dog.
This
shit
one up
customer
here,
service.
this one up here is bad.
Brother,
The one next to
they're
our
writing
house
your
is
fucking
bad.
Numbers down. They're like, what was this? Is this a 4 and a 7?
On your card.
Flip your card over.
Yeah, yeah,
Security
yeah.
code real quick.
Yeah. What's the zip code on that, real quick,
They're
just for
taking
the
receipt
machine?
paper and pens and just rubbing
Yeah.
and just getting the imprint on your card, and they're like, the card didn't work.
I think that's part
Because you're using it on fucking Amazon
They do
right
that,
now.
yeah.
Give me my fucking card back. It's dog shit at this Wendy's. I hate it.
Yeah. What's yours?
Foosackleys. All the way.
Foosackleys is good.
Okay.
all the way.
All right.
Cheese
I can respect that.
Look,
It's tough.
When
You're
it's,
gonna do one
Chicken and
like, you're gonna
potatoes.
eat it
When
every
it's
single day.
chicken
That's why I'm
that
like,
good?
Sonic, you get chicken, you get chili cheese dog, chili
Yeah.
cheese
Stop.
fries.
Listen. I respect your Sonic shit, but you can't be fighting for Sonic right now, man. That's tough. It's really tough.
That's
It's
super tough.
really
I've been like a
difficult.
Sonic here.
He's like, they got chili cheese tots, they got chicken tendies, they got slushies. It's like,
Ice cream.
all right, motherfucker.
Breakfast toasters, though.
I like their breakfast burritos, the SS
Hey.
burrito.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with him on this for this one thing. Anywhere that sells everything all day,
They can't
you
do
suck at everything.
all of it. Everything is below mediocre. Everything is below mediocre. You
You gotta
can't.
go there with low standards.
If you have over, I don't know,
Not wrong.
30 items on the menu.
Yeah, when your menu start becoming a
Have you
book,
watched
it's
Hell's
like
Kitchen or like anything where he goes and takes over a restaurant? He's
kitchen
like, if you have more
nightmares.
than 5 items, bro, you suck.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
give you
pretty
an
tough.
exception on that. Cookout.
don't
Where's
even know what
Cookout?
that is.
That's
So-
Mobile. Go to
Mobile's got one. There's one in Tuscaloosa. There's a few throughout Mississippi and stuff like that. They're
Cookout.
when I tell you, like, you pull up and like you're in awe of their menu. It's massive. It's like the sun.
But would they do all of it? Like
of it.
steaks,
Burgers,
spaghetti,
dogs,
salad, all the whole nine.
All of it, like chicken wraps.
See,
And,
I already don't like it.
I'm gonna see the menu and be like, dude, so we gotta go somewhere else.
yeah. Dude,
it is stressful.
That's how I feel
Once
about.
you find your shit there, it's good.
If you go to somewhere that does one thing really well, like fucking Pink's, isn't that the hot dog place in Atlanta?
Nope.
I'm pretty sure it's called Pink's.
Varsity.
Okay, that sounds more.
It's like, dude, you go there for a hot dog.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be good because
Yeah.
they do one thing. They might do things on that thing.
I've
Blacked out wiener's good for that exact reason. I don't know if you've had that here.
I haven't.
Mm-mm. No, but that's how I feel about BJ's. Is their menu is absolutely it's a book, and they do like baked ravioli and fucking steaks and prime rib, and you're like, dude, just do a lane, find one, go there.
Sorry, that was our
about the brew
lunch
house?
book. Let me go.
Yeah,
get the
it's
dinner book.
yeah, fucking
I
crazy.
only look at like the favorites. Like
yeah,
it's not
let me
under
get
the
you our 5 to
favorites.
7 o'clock book.
Yeah.
What?
I see it's 6:45. I might as well just change that.
Yeah,
book
yeah.
real quick.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Okay, here I'm gonna say mine. Did you go?
Mm-mm. Go ahead.
Mine's tough because I'm in between three, and the reason I'm in between those three is like they pretty much all only have two things on their menus. That's Popeyes. That's Five Guys.
Mm-mm. You wildin' for that.
I was.
Five Guys is good.
Sure.
But
I was-
Whataburger's still better than Five Guys.
100%.
No.
I'm gonna disagree
No.
on that one.
No.
And
That patty melt.
I was thinking more like things that have been around for a long time, because I think Culver's has a better burger. But isn't Culver's brand new?
Here.
Down south.
Down here, yeah.
They're upstate.
So they've
Yeah, that's
been
more of
around.
a
been
northern
They're
around?
up yon. Yeah.
Is it?
It more like
Wisconsin?
Michigan and Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's up
Well,
north.
then, to
Wisconsin,
me,
that's-
the burger pound for pound is better than Five Guys.
I respect that out of you.
Because you get the grilled onions, the bacon, the cheese, the double patty.
Yeah,
Get the fuck
yeah,
out of here.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, and their
they have a
buns,
diet-
their
they have
bun
a-
too is fucking.
They have a Culver's Diet root beer. A Culver's Diet root beer.
Culver's root beer. Is
Culver's root beer is the fucking shit.
Yes. The issue with Culver's root beer, and I hate to say this, but it's the delivery. It's the cardboard cup they give you. You can taste the cardboard.
Yeah.
Give me. I'll pay a premium for a different cup. Give me a
I will bring my
styrofoam
own
cup.
glass cup and pay you
Yes.
extra to use it.
I'll get a engraved
back home,
Culver's
buddy.
cup. Let me bring it back, and I'll pay double for
Yeah,
refills.
sell me a refillable cup.
Yes.
I'll pay
I
you
can
for the
taste
refills.
where your cardboard's from. It's
Yeah.
got to be Indiana.
Yeah.
It tastes like
That,
shit.
that,
I mean,
the math is
Culver's
math. And,
there, dude.
I'm not gonna lie.
real.
The
It's
fries
tough.
and the cheddar sauce. If you ain't tried
see what
it.
I'm saying?
yeah.
I was about to say I don't order fish from any fast food restaurant except for Culver's. Their fish sandwich is the shit.
Really?
Yeah, there's nowhere else that I've eaten a fish sandwich where I was like, I'm gonna try that again.
Well, I think you know what is appealing about that. There is they are colored blue. Blue makes you feel like water, and water makes you feel like fish.
They're like, it's a blue color and it's
Captain
gotta be
D's
fresh.
does the same thing, and I don't trust anything.
That's
from
very
Captain
true.
D's.
Captain D's is blue too.
Yeah, but Captain D's has orange on it.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm like, that ain't fresh. Bro.
That shit orange, dude.
Those are goldfish,
If
bro.
Captain D's
Yeah.
identifies with blue, that's just everything is just.
Dude, that's tough.
Yeah. Captain D's is like a faded navy blue.
I
You're like,
honestly-
we need to
I feel
repaint.
like Culver's was a bonding moment for this room, though.
Yeah. I felt some energy there.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was a
Yeah,
lot.
like I don't know if they cater the Halloween movie Spooktober Fest thing, but
I mean,
Shout out to a
They
local
can either cater
Culver's.
that or the boner competition.
yeah.
Butter burgers at the Bitter Blood.
Damn,
Yeah.
now we're talking.
Boner
Now we're
burgers.
talking.
Boner Burger Night.
The butter blood burger.
Yeah. And my other one, and this is just because you can't go local, but if we're going local, it's Sky's Pizza all day, baby.
Sky's Pizzas.
Bro, you gotta get the fuck out of here. If
You
you
said
ain't
no
with-
fast
Wait,
food.
yeah.
You said
Oh.
fast food only.
Because if that's not the
Yeah,
case,
but you can order to pick up.
El
Just because they don't have a pull-up
yeah.
window.
Oh,
What did you say,
Elastigirl.
Alaska?
I don't know if that's.
Elastigirl.
El Tequila, however.
El
Right.
Asador.
Shell?
Yeah, right
Yeah,
by the
yeah,
shell.
yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get it.
The prices, well, I mean, even if you don't have to pay for it, the food is phenomenal.
But
It is-
dude, I would do
it's-
Sky
I went
all
there
day.
yesterday.
Their Sky Popper pizza. It's jalapeno poppers on the top of a pizza, basically, and it's got honey.
I think
hot
we're
honey.
getting wild with the fast food category.
I got
It's
I think
Wow.
that's I
You
think
went a
that's out of the
little
fast
wild.
food category.
Okay, we'll get off that one.
I think.
Did you
I
go?
don't. No, I think Whataburger really is a good bet because they do cover so many things, and I
just
think you
enough,
can get.
though, not too much.
Yeah, it's not a stupid large menu, but everything that they do is good stuff. And the breakfast there is honestly
Honey butter
fire.
biscuits? Whoa. Chicken?
Hitter, dude.
But the thing is, their chicken is dog shit.
Yeah.
No, see, you're
It's
wild.
the worst
there for a
See,
second
no,
there.
you're wild, dude. The chicken tendies with the gravy, brother. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, chicken tendy.
Chicken breast, bro! I killed that baby, bro!
No, them Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwiches are the shit.
Yeah,
See-
but you got to
Bring
get
it
to the Earth's mantle to get to the chicken. That's not chicken. Thank you. It looks like the guy from Fantastic Four, the fucking orange guy. You're like, I'm never getting through
That's
that.
very
Is there
true.
chicken in
It's
here?
just a peppery rock, dude.
Jalapeno ranch is the shit, though.
See, I can get behind it. And I think that's why I have to go with Whataburger. I think they're versatile enough where you could go and get different things and not get tired of it.
I respect it.
Yeah,
And you can customize it to your whim, and they don't give you shit.
it's very true.
you just wait
And
3 hours for it.
if you hang out in there, you're bound to see some wild shit late at night
Yeah.
too. So you got entertainment involved too.
It's basically
wanna go
the
hang out.
burger equivalent of a Waffle House.
It's
Yeah, exactly.
Very true.
I
It's
can
very
agree
true.
on that,
Hey, but it's square and it's not rectangular.
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit's wild.
No, I
First
think
night
that's a
at
good
Waffle
move.
House, you gotta fight.
All right, this is more like a current event type question. And this is everybody individually. You can't do this as a band. So, would you date old Lomback?
Oh,
Who dat?
I was like, what are you talking about, dude?
Taylor Swift.
No.
Okay,
That's enough for me,
you
dog.
got to think about this more than just what you're thinking about this.
I knew you.
I don't want a
were
song about
coming.
me.
That's fine.
That's true.
Fine.
That's true.
So y'all have locked in now. Y'all are
Hard no.
y'all are blanked out.
I'm gonna have to agree and say no.
Just drama, man.
Okay.
It's a
I'll
lot
try
of
anything twice.
Well,
Okay, fair.
all
So
right.
nobody wants money. He said he'll try anything twice, so he's trying it once.
True.
At least.
Give it a shot.
Brother, I'm
You about the bag.
about
about
the
the
bag.
bag.
I'm going to tell you this. And I'm
He's
gonna
about
tell
the
you
bag
this.
in the back,
I'm
and
going to do
that's-
everything to avoid anything romantic. I'm going to be like, oh, baby, yeah, we dating. I'll hold your hand. I might try
But
to
you
pull.
ain't fucking.
It seems like clockwork though.
Brother, is there any back?
But you gonna be clapping?
It's all back.
It's also true. It's also
It
true.
just goes.
Yeah, there's not much clap involved, you know, but I mean, you can still get in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to.
Sounds
gonna
like two
fucking-
cast iron pans hitting together. How the fuck did that work?
She's like fucking.
Just bones rattling around in there. God damn.
She's like playing from Ed, Edd and Eddie, dude.
Yeah. It's not wrong. It's just
That's
hanging
some
out.
good looking cardboard.
Damn, that's some fine ass cardboard.
Yeah.
dude.
Oh no.
But yeah, I'm gonna be like, I've never felt this.
Banging
way
for the
before.
bag.
I'm nervous to do anything.
You're like, I'm
I don't
saving
know.
myself.
I don't want to like not live up, and I'm. Gonna
I'm
be like,
saving myself for marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
pulling the card. You're pulling the Jesus card.
We're
for
going
sure.
Yeah, I'm
everywhere
saving
together,
myself
though.
for marriage.
100%. You
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to. Yeah.
and I'm not getting married to you, but I love you.
So you're not gonna get married to her?
No, it's for the bag. It's not for like luggage for life.
So
It's
how
like
long?
it's a bag right now.
Yeah, but
how long are you gonna stay with her then?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's as far as the current event will take us. Brother, it's like, do you understand what's going on right now in her world?
Isn't she dating some football player?
Travis
Travis
Kelce.
Kelce.
Yeah.
Yeah. El Travidor.
Mm-hmm.
And he is just basically riding that probably into the playoffs. But it's bad for Chiefs right now.
I don't know.
They started off not so hot.
Yeah. You mean football wise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's good for the greater good of the football team. I think it's more so individually. He is becoming an A-lister off of just
Which is
being around.
crazy.
But I mean, he was
Why?
already huge from the last Super Bowl.
Right.
Like, I don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not
so
as
he
big.
did the
But not as
SNL.
big because imagine if they make it to the Super Bowl, how many Swifties are going to be buying fucking tickets
Brother,
to go
just
see
listen-
that game because she's going to be there watching it?
You want to know a little fun fact? Literally Google or get on Instagram and check the following of the NFL right now. And just hear the numbers real quick.
Let's go.
This is going to hurt everyone's feelings.
This is
The
tough.
following
It's-
of the NFL.
that stands for national.
28.3 million.
Okay. How close, and I already know the answer, how close is the Taylor Swift following? You
Without looking
She's
it
got
up.
a,
you can look up,
she's
but
got-
you can't say anything.
She's got 100 million.
Okay,
at
100
least.
million.
I'll say 98.
98
I'm
million?
gonna go.
I'm gonna say
Hold on.
He
Hey,
said-
watch your fucking dude.
It's
We're in the middle
it's
of a bit
way
here.
more than 100
You gotta
million.
stop.
She's got to be at least like what, 200 million?
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a curveball and say it's probably just about right there the same.
Okay, it's like 270.
3 million.
Oh my god.
Brother, the NFL, I bet, is sliding a bag like, please,
Stay
don't
on.
fuck this up,
Yeah.
Travis.
She's following
Like,
zero
this is
accounts.
great for us.
She doesn't follow anybody.
She follows
She doesn't even follow
zero
Travis.
Brother,
That's a tough scene.
Swifties are like, they're like Navy
It's
SEAL
almost
trained
cultish.
mentally.
It is totally a cult.
Bro, they're
Oh,
like
it's
yes.
very cultish.
It is totally a cult.
Brother, if she said we kill each other tonight,
They do it.
Drink the
It's
Kool-Aid.
happening.
There is 273.
Years ago.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my god.
dude, it's
Brother.
I promise you, if she sent out a tweet like that and she was like, by midnight, all my followers had to kill themselves, literally, we would lose a portion of the world.
It'd
be like the Rapture.
A percentage.
Her current tour is literally affecting the U.S. economy.
Jesus.
It's an impulse of money that we have never seen before, like on this magnitude. You can Google all this shit. It's absolutely crazy.
I
So,
believe that entirely.
would you date old Lombak?
You know, I mean, looking at that.
I'm
Look at
looking-
his stand up, bro. I want to be touring the world, so I mean,
Brother,
for the sake of the band.
this is what you
For
do.
the sake of the band.
Bitter blood for $15.
Yeah, you just start dating and you're like, you know what? This has been a good ride, right? I think your sister's pretty nice. Maybe I could just clean up for you guys at the house. You know what I'm saying? I'll take care of the
Cut your
dogs.
grass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll clean the pool.
Take out the trash.
Yeah. You can literally keep her, like, be a housekeeper, like, she's never home. She's on tour forever and ever. That's it. So you're staying in her house and you just got to clean up after yourself. You will date her. Everybody here would date her. It's not about what your heart says. It's about what is for the greater good.
I didn't see it in that type of
going
light. She
moral
kind of
on
cute.
this.
She kind of cute.
All that for the bag.
Brother, here's another really good one. I love this one. If you could get someone to narrate your life, and I'll go first to give you like a little bit of a vibe, who would it be? And you can kind of
I got
interpretate
mine.
this however you want. So you can mean like now, like you can just hear them or whatever, or if they're like doing a movie about you. The dude that is the fucking director, and I'm saying this to give you like a background on, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I think it's Taiki Waititi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, take it.
Yeah.
Brother's got a voice on him.
He does.
Holy
He
shit.
does.
If any of y'all say Morgan Freeman,
No.
get out.
Conor McGregor.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Or,
How many you
and
deep?
only he's going to know this guy, Craig Jones.
Oh, that's
Brother!
also a good one. That's a really
But
good one.
you wouldn't even have him go word for word. You'd just be like, do whatever
Just figure
you
it
wanna
out.
do.
Yeah.
Whatever I do,
Yeah.
just talk about
I
it.
think that's a good one. Craig Jones is really
Dude,
good.
that's a good one.
It's fucking hilarious. It would be a comedy special.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck! Shane Gillis would be good.
He would just roast you all the time. I guess Craig would too.
Yeah.
But
All right, you guys.
Well, I was gonna say Conor McGregor. That's
You
one
can
of my
take
okay,
whatever.
that's, yeah.
I give
That's
you three.
respectable.
I'm probably going with the first one.
Gotcha.
Well, TT, his voice, fucking. That's what Doug said. Oh, that gets me every time.
Yeah.
Korg,
Yeah.
brother.
In the what is it? Thor movie?
Thor, Love of Thunder or something. Thunder Love,
Ragnarok.
Love and Thunder. Where he's like,
Ragnarok.
hey, it's new Doug.
Yeah.
I'm doing a dog shit.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm hearing him in here. So
Yeah, I'd say Conor McGregor. I just feel like it'd be fun.
Yeah.
He's a very exciting person whenever he talks. I mean,
Yeah.
half my life might not be heard because he starts mumbling at sometimes, but
yeah.
After
be
about
a
5
blast.
o'clock, it's all
Here's
just
a
mumble.
good- here's a good example of how I mean it. Like, have you all seen Christmas Story?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe you are in every scene and you're doing things, but you're just not talking as much as you normally would, and you're hearing him tell everyone else what's going on.
Yeah, thoughts and actions.
Yeah.
For my like fun side, I think Danny DeVito would be a great one for like if we're going
a
to
good
Now
one.
Danny
That's a
DeVito
good
or
one.
young Danny DeVito? Because now,
I think
Always
now.
Sunny.
brother's got a
I
top
think
off
now,
on. He's
yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Have you seen him on the fucking, what is the sub, Jersey subs?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's hilarious on those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him or Robin Williams. I think Robin Williams would be answer number 2. Yeah.
Now you would
That is
just
a
have
good
him
one.
do all of his voices or just his natural voice?
His natural voice. He's got just a solid
Yeah.
natural voice. I think so.
He's good too.
That's a good one.
I like that one.
That is a good one.
Let me just paint the picture real quick.
Okay.
Crocodile
We're here for
Dundee.
Oh, wow.
Steve Irwin.
It's getting
Can
deep.
you imagine doing the most mundane task?
Yeah.
There he goes, walking into the bathroom.
Yeah. That's a good one.
That's a take
I like
didn't
that.
even.
I didn't even think about it.
Appreciate you for that.
Yeah. No,
That was a
that's
good take.
Everything is epic.
Yeah.
It is.
It's so.
It's the accent definitely fucking rips on that.
I'm kind of torn between like David Attenborough, like those like the BBC nature documentaries, where I just seem like a fucking slob of an animal walking around.
Oh, dude, I
that-
didn't even think of that.
That's
chill
where my
British
mind was
accent.
going to is David Attenborough.
Or like,
fucking Top Gear, the Top Gear guy.
Jeremy
Yeah.
Clarkson. That's my other one. Why are you fucking taking my goddamn it?
Sorry.
Stop talking, you
Or like
piece of
Liam
shit.
Neeson. Like Liam Neeson, like the whole like
That's another good
Taken
one.
like narrative,
Yeah.
make me feel like I'm actually doing something. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Everything's
or like Christopher
intense.
Lee, like Saruman from Lord of the Rings, where it's just like a spooky wizard talking over, and you're like, oh shit, I'm just like
Yeah.
making toast this morning, but it sounds like I'm about to go slaughter an army. Like,
Yeah. I think David Attenborough would be hilarious for all the like fucked up shit. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like for the
especially
not
in
normal
practice,
thing.
I don't know
Yeah.
what he sounds like.
Like
What is that
imagine,
voice?
huh?
What is that voice?
Every BBC documentary ever. Any of the Planet Earth documentaries?
I didn't watch any of those.
yeah, he's
I
got
can't-
like
you
this like
can't-
really like hush and calming way of
Yeah.
telling you about the world. Like,
Yeah, it's all animal. Like he does a lot of animal stuff.
yeah, you could see me like stumbling into practice, and they'd be like,
Yeah.
we have Kyle in his natural
Yeah.
habitat.
It's very.
and it's just us smashing around.
He
being-
only did British ones,
I mean, he is.
like BBC's like his
Yeah.
whole thing.
but he didn't do American ones.
I don't know.
Like the animals over here.
They only have animals over there that he does.
There's
Animals
no wild
over here
ones
just-
here.
Nah.
They took all the animals from here and put them in
Yeah.
Britain.
Are there all
I mean-
just illusions?
Mm-hmm.
Government made.
Also,
Birds are real.
Stephen Hawking's little.
Take the mic from him. Get him the fuck out of here.
He didn't even have to finish. Stephen Hawking's little and just
Puts
fucking-
microphone to throat.
Oh, shit. He's like,
Samuel L. Jackson would be a good one.
That's what I was thinking, but I was just like,
fuck.
hey, we made eye contact a second ago, and I said Bane.
That's so bad.
Bane would also be.
Bane would have been awesome.
with the mask on.
Yes.
It has to be. It has
Yeah,
to
you
be.
gotta be
You
born
gotta
in
have
the
a
dark.
Bane.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't say his name is Bane like that.
Hey, dude. Hey, fuck you for that one. For real. Fuck you for that one. Don't you Bane.
All right, this one's gonna be kind of boring, but it's a good feel for who you are. Your favorite season.
Fall, without a doubt. We don't get a real good fall
Yeah.
here, but just that feeling of
The
fall.
4 days of fall that we have
Yeah,
around here.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite season by a long shot.
Yeah. I respect that.
I feel like the greatest people on the planet ever say fall.
I think it's good.
I think mid-fall to very early winter is the sweet
I think
spot.
that's our fall. Really.
Yeah, that's your
You know what I mean?
fall.
Because we don't get.
Yeah, because y'all are way colder.
We don't have an established.
Y'all's probably falls the fuck off a cliff. It probably is like 100, and then it goes negative 100.
Oh, dude, it's like September. The middle of September is like 80, and then the first week of October is like 45, and it's just like hoodie weather.
See, it's wild because here it's like as soon as the fair is in town, that's the coldest week, and then it's kind of cold for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
But it's like when the fair is here, it'll be hot the week of, and then that weekend, that opening weekend, you're like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be cold. You're gonna see a lot of people with t-shirts that are gonna be like,
Yeah.
they're gonna be in their Air Force Ones with their flippy hair, and they're like,
Trying to look
Not
fresh
even
as
cold, bro.
shit. Yeah. With their dates or whatever, they're like, dude, no, I'm fucking
oh,
no.
it's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Trying to
shit
be
is
badass.
a bunch of idiots.
Fuck you guys.
What was yours?
Hunting season.
Well, there it goes.
That's the only
There,
season that counts.
there comes the
It
Birmingham.
encompasses
Murderer.
multiple seasons, but
Yeah.
That's a good.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Is there any other seasons we're not thinking about other than like
Summer?
hunting was a good one because it's like you think of weather, not.
Oh.
That's not the ball.
Oh.
I just think of like
Wedding season?
No,
That's just
bulking
kind of like
season.
all year.
There we go. There we go. It's about that time, dude. It's about that time too, ain't it? Yeah.
What's your favorite
Shit.
season of The Office?
Ooh, the favorite one,
Yeah.
brother. Well, it can't be 7 and on. I'm not gonna go 7 because that's when he leaves, and that hurts my feelings.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go season 10 because it's in a reboot right now. Have you heard about that? It just got announced that they're doing a reboot.
Oh, no, I didn't hear this.
Yeah.
Are they gonna keep all the?
There's
Are
only
they
9
gonna?
seasons. That's why I said 10 because I hope this 10 is a fucking banger.
Are they gonna keep all the same actors in it? Have you heard anything about that?
I don't know. All I know is the original director is on board, and he's trying to get everything started again. But honestly, of what's actually there, it's got to be 3 or 4 probably.
I was about to
That's
say
a good
3 or
move.
4 myself.
Because
just
they
they got
catch
over
a
the
groove.
Yeah, they got over the like awkward stuff that they like
Yeah.
started off doing. They found their footing apart from the British show.
Season 1, they tried to make him look terrible.
Yeah.
So his hair's slicked back, so he
Yeah.
looks like he's balding. He looks
Yeah.
shiny. Then you see by season 3, 4, he starts to look like how he's going to for like a majority of the entire
Yeah. That's where they kind of separated from the British show and like they're like, okay, this is what we're
Made their
doing
own
with it.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I get that.
I'm actually gonna say season 1 simply because like the whole thing behind The Office to me is just the corny slapstick dry humor.
That is
Yeah.
And they
The
nailed
basketball
They went
episode,
hard.
episode 2.
Yes,
Bro.
they
They went
nailed it
hard
on
with
the
that.
head.
Yeah.
That was
For
the
the first
most
season.
like, or like I think it's season 6 when they're going after Daryl because they think he's fake injured,
Yeah.
and they get his sister because his sister's wearing a jersey, and you're like, bro, this is crazy. Or the one where they're getting Oscar for being gay, and he's like, no, it's okay, and then he's like, kiss me, and he's like, I don't want to, and he's like, I got a car out of that, so it's okay. It's like those where you're like, if they reboot it now, are they going to be doing like TikTok jokes and like?
Put
That's what they
modern
did with,
comedy
like, the
into it.
Futurama reboot. Like there was like so many.
There's a reboot?
Yeah, bro. I'm on the fence about it. Like I love Futurama. I watch Futurama so many times.
But they're
How
they're
the
dropping,
episodes
like,
are, it's
they're like dropping Apple and like name brands in it when it all used to be like spoofs of that. Like I love Futurama to death, but it's just been like they're trying so hard to make it like to bounce off of current audiences,
Fill
and it
in
just
with
kind of
it
feels
and
weird.
and then also like it just they'll run with an idea for half the episode, find a little small idea, and that's how it's gonna end. So it's just kind of like
old Family Guy.
almost, yeah.
Well, it's
Like,
also fan service too, because they're like going back to like season 3, and they're like, "What are the worms up to now?" And it's like,
Yeah.
I wonder
it's
if,
very fan service.
I
now.
wonder if it's like how newer age cartoons are more like 15-minute and they're 2 episodes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like how SpongeBob kind of was, and I think
Yeah.
that's how Rick and Morty is, isn't it?
I haven't watched any of the newer Rick and Morty, but
I think they're like half episodes like that.
Yeah,
But maybe they're doing that just without doing like,
in between, kind of like just sewing it
Yeah.
in there.
which sucks
Yeah.
because it's like you want to see them in their original format forever. Like that's how you love shows like Simpsons and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like they kind of like run with some of the old sayings, like a little too much now. Like the whole Bender "kiss my shiny metal ass." I heard him say it at least 7 times in the last
Yeah.
episode.
Jesus.
It's just like,
Really?
bro,
That's
a
like
lot.
yeah, that just
yeah,
He
that's,
says it, like,
that's a
every
Bender thing.
episode.
Like,
Play on
okay,
it. Yeah.
We get it.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and that's what I hope is the reboot. They have to catch some of the old charm of it. They have to
This
keep
is
some
what-
of the old stuff in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
See,
you can't.
and
But if they ruin it, oh, dude, imagine
Oh,
how
I
sad
know.
it would be if the next season
This
just
is what
fucking
bothers me. Is like
sucks.
it was like season 9, or it might have been season 8 where they were really more so I think it was season 8 where they're diving into Jim getting that sports job and then taking Daryl with him. I was like, I don't like this direction. It feels like you're splitting the office up, and then you're just like, now you're seeing him in another office, and like that whole thing. You're like,
It feels forced.
yeah.
It felt like they were running out of ideas to a degree.
Yeah.
And had to do something else.
Yeah.
And then the whole like Pam being cheating or whatever, like they just
Yeah,
felt
what
like
the fuck? How y'all gonna do our girl like that? Like,
Yeah.
Get the camera guy the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah.
He's trying to get people to cheat. Fire his ass.
Yeah. Get the guy out of here.
Yeah. I'm acting like it's real.
Yeah.
I'm like,
See, they gotta-
what the fuck is he in the
investing.
scene for? It's a documentary. I don't know if you know this.
They got to do it like Always Sunny, because like Always Sunny has never lost steam.
Dude, Always Sunny is...
It's evergreen,
Bangers.
dude. Like the new season that's like the most recent one that dropped was like it just still feels like Always Sunny.
It is wild how they have captured that. I like there's some people that I feel like just never lose momentum, like no matter what they are doing as actors, like Jason Bateman,
Yeah.
Charlie Day.
Yeah.
Like they always are whatever they're doing, but
They kill it.
they kill it.
Well, I
Vince
think
Vaughn.
with Always Sunny, they've locked into those characters because there was like the Mick, and then there was the one where Glenn Howerton was like basically Dennis teaching biology, and like neither one of those shows landed.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I
okay.
thought you meant inside of the show, and I was like, I don't remember those. But
No,
yeah,
no,
I know what you're talking about.
they went off
AP
and did
biology or something.
yeah AP Bio, and it was like this just feels like it's
I
Dennis
never watched
doing-
those because I was
Yeah.
like, they also had Seinfeld spinoffs. All of them had shows.
Yeah.
But Elaine's show, what was it, VP or Veep? That apparently went and did really well. But she wasn't being Elaine. But these other shows, like Seinfeld, or Kramer had a show. I can't remember what his was called. But it was like his name. Like whatever the character's name.
Mm-hmm.
And he was kind of being Kramer. But he was in a serious role. And you're like, what the fuck? And then George had a one. And you're like, none of these... I think it was called the George Costanza Show or something. And you're like, what the fuck is this shit? This is terrible. Just
yeah.
they left. Don't reboot Seinfeld. That's it.
Yeah.
That's a nice little image. Like leave it alone.
Yeah.
It's tough. I don't
That's
know.
gonna be the thing though, is if everybody's hyped up about this, them rebooting it, and then it just fucking.
But if you're being
flatlines.
honest, the like new reboot of Seinfeld is Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's the same thing. It's just all different characters. It's the same humor.
Yeah.
It's the same writers. It's different. It's just, I don't know. They kind of did it like a remake or a reboot episode of Curb with the Seinfeld cast. All right, another dead spot. That's fine. Everybody's like, we don't fuck with Seinfeld. That's fine.
Yeah, don't watch it. I'll be real.
Okay, would you rather learn anything you ever read or try to know? So anything you attempt and be a genius at that thing, or any sport you ever try, you are the GOAT at. And that means all of the sports. So that means anything you ever do. Not like you try basketball and you're the GOAT and that's all you can do. It means anything you try.
There's a loophole here.
I was about to say, I feel like I'm going to do the first one, and then I'm just going to read sports as well.
No, you can't do
we
that.
can't do that. That was my
Read
cancel.
sports.
You read
No.
sports.
You can do that, but all you're going to do is understand it. You're not
Oh,
going to be able
okay.
to
I won't be able to
perform
actually.
it.
Oh,
I'd probably go with the first one
yeah,
still.
yeah.
Really?
Personally,
Nerd.
That's probably.
yeah.
I'm gonna be the GOAT. I'm gonna be the dumbest rapper on the planet, bro. I'm just gonna choke every. I'm gonna be Gordon Ryan.
Hey, and then I'll own your team because I know all the stuff
That's
about
fine,
business.
brother.
finance.
If you step out of line,
Make me money.
brother. It's curtains, dog.
Just make me money.
Just
That's
keep
all
a
I care
distance.
I'm
about.
gonna
Keep
be
a
like,
distance to
give
the
me
gun.
$100 because I'm not gonna know the value of money. I'm
Yeah.
like, give me $100. He's gonna be like,
here.
all right,
Hey,
shit.
okay.
I'm like, I got his fucking money.
Just gave me $100.
We'll give you 110.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spend that on something nice.
I spoiled you this time. Just remember that.
See, and if you could do any sport, what would the sport be you would do? If you could be a professional and be
The GOAT.
or top 3, because
Top
if you're top
3?
3, then it's like you don't have the pressure of being the GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go hockey.
Hockey.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Word.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm going to go with MMA because I wanted to do like something that's going to have more longevity there, but I mean, MMA.
Longevity in MMA.
No. I couldn't think of anything that's going to be like.
I was like, that's
Yeah,
not
he's like,
long.
yeah, no.
You have
I
a good
just said, you know,
7 years in the entirety.
Get out of
Yeah. Oh man,
I'll go boxing. I think boxing would be fun.
I think that's a good
That'd be
one.
cool.
I think that's a good one.
I think nobody's had a bad answer. I think they're all fun.
Yeah.
You're gonna have the worst answer.
They
100%.
they all involve fighting at
But hey, for you, I love it.
Yeah.
He goes hunting, shooting things.
Downhill skier.
Either golf or disc golf.
Yeah, I respect it. I'm golf all day.
See,
All
and
day.
I feel like the best version of golf would have to be like John Daly type shit, not
That's-
Tiger Woods type shit.
Like,
I would have to be
Best version.
loose and wild and fucking drink whenever I want or do whatever. Like, live the life you want to fucking. And you just know when you step on that green
You're
that
fucking
everybody's doomed.
Dialed.
Yeah.
John Daly, the guy that was smoking the joint before, like...
You could have said smoking the.
All
and
of
that
it.
would've been fine.
Yeah, he did it. He
Like,
definitely did
that
it.
was it.
Yep, that was him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably had a Diet Coke in his hand too. Yeah,
Any of the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of it.
yeah. He had a. I mean, he's wild. John Daly's insane,
Very
dude.
characteristic.
He's
He's the one that
crazy.
You see on the field, like you see him on the green, and you're like, okay, that's who.
That's
he is.
him.
Yeah.
You see him from
Yeah.
like the tee box.
Oh yeah.
He's got that bowl cut or.
Whatever the
Yeah,
the
whatever,
mullet.
dude.
He had the mullet for a little while.
Dude,
JD.
He
He's
looks
fucking
cool as fuck with that beard now. Like when he did
wild. The
a few
wiry.
podcasts. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
fucking dope.
Yeah, did you hear him talking about his like gambling shit? He would spend like 10 grand. The real like the slot machine
yeah.
things. It would be like $10,000 a pop. He'd sit there and he wrote a book about how much he lost, but it was like 50 something million dollars within like a
Yeah.
like a 6 month
Sunny
period.
V2 did a video on that.
Yeah,
I said
yeah.
that shit is so addictive. To
Yeah.
watch. When you did you see the dude that lost like what was it like?
204 million. In
It's
one.
a crazy amount. It's like
Yeah.
hundreds of millions.
It was in Vegas. He was the biggest loser in Vegas they've ever had.
In
like,
history.
Yeah.
And the thing was, he had like such a positive like role before all the
Yeah.
gambling addiction.
And then
Yeah.
he ended up in Vegas and lost all of
Wasn't
it.
it like a party supply store or something that he
It
owned
was
before?
Oriental Trading.
Yeah,
Is
that's
what it was. Oriental Trading.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and dude just lost all of it.
Yeah. He like took over the business from his dad and made, $1 billion and then was like, I'm gonna put $500 million into Vegas.
This is his thought. He's like, hits the button, loses the money, and he's like, can't take it with you. Just keeps going.
YOLO.
He knows his death date. That's why.
Yeah, that dude. That's got to be it. He knows his death date.
Can't take it with
He goes, nah, what are you gonna do? Keeps taking the L's.
Oh
God
man.
Death Note in his
Don't
pocket
ever
with
let
a pen.
don't ever let Cody do a gambling addiction hotline commercial.
Yeah. I'd be like, bet you can't quit. Oh shit! What do you think is the most overrated musical artist? And this is any
Oh man.
of all.
Some of you guys were ready. Don't make me go first.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Longback, brother, let it go.
Her old stuff's good. She's got some old hitters for sure. She's got some old bangers. I can understand why you say she's overrated though. I get it. But I don't think all of her music is
Brother is
sad.
16, okay, so he doesn't understand what real music sounds like. I've heard him listen to some, and I've seen it touch him. And then he catches on to this like Swift train, and it's like it fucks him up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a little bit off the wall. Florida Georgia line.
Are they
Did that
still
one
together?
hurt? That one.
No.
Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I can't stand him.
He's like, that felt.
So I'll be honest.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
first thing that popped in my mind though was Drake, but then I remembered OG Drake. Those first couple albums, I can't deny that shit was good.
Brother,
Drake
for
was
all the
tough.
for all the dog
I'm-
drops next Friday.
I'm
so watch
I'm
your mouth.
I'm Drake for sure. I think he's
Drake's your
overrated.
answer?
Yeah, I think so.
I think of
And I
like
don't-
I think like Forever. I think
Overrated. We're talking about the most overrated artist of all time. You're
Yes.
saying Drake.
So okay, as a musician,
He's
for
got
s-
more slaps than the Beatles.
He's a performer. He is not a musician. I don't think he's a musician. He gets his shit
Because he
written for
doesn't
him.
play the xylophone or something?
No, because he
What are we
doesn't
doing?
write. Because he
Dude,
doesn't
don't
write.
hate
Don't
on the
shout at your
xylophone,
friend.
bro.
Take notes, Drake. Take notes.
He don't write his own shit. Is my biggest beef.
Brother,
I'm gonna save you. Give me that.
start a beef with him. You're going to go down in a fire.
That's fine.
Don't
it won't be him that wrote the.
Nobody remembers who wrote it. It's Drake.
I'm probably gonna catch hands from our local scene on this one, but I think it's Slipknot.
Most overrated. I don't know if everybody understood the assignment.
Most
Overrated?
I mean, most overrated, like, names, and I am.
I get hit with the Beatles
That's better.
because I.
Because it's more known.
I don't
Slipknot
know.
is known
Slipknot
in the
is one of
heavy
those,
metal
like-
scene, maybe, but
Well,
not
yeah.
like worldwide.
I guess that's more pertinent to,
Taylor
like, what
Swift.
I am.
Drake was a good take. Terrible take, but good take on the
Bad
size
opinion.
of the person.
It's okay.
I appreciate you.
I understand, like, you understood the assignment. But
Where are you going? Where are you landing?
I'm gonna say Hendrix. I
Hendrix.
respect
Wow.
what he did for the scene.
That's another fair take.
Get out.
It doesn't resonate.
Get out.
It doesn't resonate.
That's a fair take.
No, I
I
feel
don't
that,
agree, but it's like a fair take. That's a big enough
and
artist.
that's the lovely part.
Like, you
about
coulda
it.
said
I love
Nirvana
one
or
song by
something.
him. Other than that, it's
Is it Voodoo Child?
I like it, but nah, it's Watchtower.
Watch Hours.
All along the Watchtower.
I think Voodoo
I only
Child's
like Voodoo
fucking
Child
dope.
because of the Stevie Ray Vaughan cover of it.
Oh my god.
Did
For me,
everybody-
it's Kane. What's it? Kane Brown.
Kane Brown.
Yeah.
God.
Kane
I had so
Brown.
many people
Flush
try to
it
put me
down
on
the
them, and it's just
toilet.
like I can't. No.
Yeah.
Kane
Oh no, this
Brown.
song's a slapper. I want to slap myself. Like, I'm not feeling it, dog.
Dude, here's
Yeah.
another good one. Black Eyed Peas. They're trash.
Yeah.
They're just garbage.
Okay.
But they don't.
What
But
was
they
that
didn't
song
ride.
that they
Pop
were
in
saying
general.
that was like, it's like a slur, but it's like part of their fucking.
Let's get retarded.
Oh yeah.
And I'm getting in trouble for saying retarded. What the fuck? That was one of the biggest songs.
That was time and place. That's what that was. That was time and place.
I'm pissed. Brother, that's not fair. They were literally on top of the
They were the-
world with that song.
Well, look at Eminem.
Dang.
He said all the slurs too.
Okay, but he didn't make, like, when he said those things, those were not the number one song in the world at the time. I don't think Eminem's ever had a number one song other than
I don't know about that.
Say My Name,
Not
or
Afraid.
whatever the fucking.
Say my name. Say my name.
That's
Yeah.
Not Afraid.
Not afraid.
Okay.
Drop the World with Lil Wayne was a fucking hitter too.
I don't know if that was number
When that
one.
came out.
wasn't it?
No, drop-
Oh, was it a Wayne?
No Love was what he did with.
Because I was like,
No Love.
Anything
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking
Monster or
But
What's
none
the
of
Burn
those
the House
are-
Down
he-
one?
Love the way you
Love the Way You Lie.
I don't think he's saying any slurs in those movies.
That's-
Or those movies. Those songs.
He's a great actor. He's a great actor.
Those
But
particular ones,
fucking, let's
Well,
get
hold on, my
retarded.
name is.
Cool.
That was a.
My name is that whole era of Eminem.
Slim
was-
Shady.
That is the only number one song from that era, I think. My name
Let's.
is
We can Google.
Stand, maybe, but
We
that
can-
wasn't
Eminem show that album was
Yeah, that was
huge.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
but
many number ones?
a number one means like there's no other song that's number one. This is the number one song.
Let's consult the old man.
Yeah, look up the number
Lose
one.
Yourself. Yeah.
Lose Yourself. That was pretty good.
Eminem has 22 top 10
But y'all
hits
are
on
missing y'all's
Billboard.
point. Y'all are just saying hits from him. You're not saying hits with slurs in it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That era of Eminem.
Get to the meat and potatoes.
When did it turn into that?
Dude, do it. I guarantee you Black Eyed Peas is number one on that
Let's
list.
quit pussyfooting around here.
Name another song that was on top of the world with a slur of any kind in it. Okay, rap. That's
I was
not
about to say
fair.
Kendrick. I was like, wait a minute.
That's not fair. Nuh-uh. Nope.
No. Because, no.
So more pop and then anything else.
He had 5 that hit number one. He had 5 number ones.
It's way less than you would have thought.
Yeah, it's way less than I would've
That's why
thought.
when you say Drake is overrated, that's fair because he has like a fucking 100 number one songs,
I feel
which is
like
crazy.
It's easier to get that nowadays, though. 'Cause, I mean, you got Spotify, you got so many different streaming services compared to back
There's
in
so
the
much
day.
access.
But I think they
music
count
nowadays.
for less, don't they? I mean, y'all are music, we aren't.
You're getting less money from streams than you would ever.
But they
physical
count
albums.
Well, I'm
for
talking about, like,
less. Like if I listen to one Spotify song once, that counts for less than if I bought your album back in the day.
Way less.
Like as
Yeah.
far as
Yeah.
like the way they counted on Billboard,
To
right?
get yeah.
Because an album sale is crazy.
Well, a lot
At
of it too,
Spotify, you're not
stream,
buying anything; you're just
modern
listening.
management.
I know, like,
a
going
big artist
platinum.
like Drake, they can basically just like implant him all over the place so that he's just like oversaturated to the
Yeah.
point where like an artist like us, you know, we have to do our own promotion and all that. With him, it's just like Drake's got an album, bam, it's out there like all
Yeah.
over the place, and like you can't get away from it.
Yeah, he walks up into the studio and they're like, "This is what you're saying. This is where you're saying it.
He's
This is
still on
what you're
that.
singing. That's
Brother,
where
I
you're
thought
singing
we
it."
were.
I thought we moved past that.
He's like,
I thought we were closer than that. I thought me and you had a thing when I
That
was like
Bane
barrier,
shit.
and you were like fucking but and I was like yes, and then you did that.
But that dependence.
Oh damn, this hasn't been
that's
recording
a
this
hitter.
whole time.
damn.
That sucked.
Shut up.
Or at least that mic.
What mic?
That one he's been holding.
Oh fuck! Are you
That
serious?
sucked.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh, that's sick.
fortunate.
Love that for us.
He was saying
God
he was
damn
saying
it.
Drake was great. So what is
He
the
was
most
saying Drake was
underrated
great.
band of all time, or person? It doesn't have to be a band.
Say it.
What'd you say?
I was like, Bitter Blood.
Y'all haven't been rated yet. Like y'all are still up to the rate.
Boundaries, without a doubt. That is my number one
What is it,
band.
Boundaries?
Boundaries. They've got like that mid 2000s metalcore sound, but they're doing it like fresh. They bring in like that metalcore and hardcore sound. From the moment I heard the Receding Warmth album, I was hooked. Like,
I've not even heard this band. I'll have to listen.
underrated. They just went on tour with Lorna Shore. Like they got pulled on a country tour with Lorna Shore, Body Snatcher, Shadow of Intent, like big bands in the scene. But Lorna Shore, I mean, everybody knows who they are at this point.
Yeah.
But Boundaries, 100%.
They came here twice now in Pensacola?
Pensacola in November, and then they came to Destin 2 or 3 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
You want me to set the tone?
I was gonna say most of the stuff that I listen to is just like super obscure, so like I could feel like I could name anything and it would be.
Yeah, y'all are like,
As a lot of my stuff is just like a lot of underground.
brother.
Yeah.
Let me set the tone. Creed.
That's what I thought he was going to say.
Underrated.
Creed is the most underrated of all time because everybody shits on them like they're not good. But you know, like every. That's what I'm saying.
I told you
was
it was
let
coming.
me get there.
Yeah.
Every single one of their fucking. They're bangers, brother.
Yeah.
There's
some
bangers.
hitters. I got some hitters.
He's talking about his fucking
Yeah.
his wife, his fucking baby, having a child. It's like
Yeah.
you can connect everything with everything. Like there's a Creed song for you.
I would say
It's
for
perfect
me,
any season, if you think about
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say probably for me it's Chelsea Wolf.
brother.
Brother.
Okay, mainstream popular.
This is what we're going for. Yeah.
Okay, mainstream
Okay.
popular then.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So you could say Nickelback. You could say Creed.
I know I had a list for this at one point.
These are good because it's like everybody hates those bands. You could say Taylor Swift, but I wouldn't.
Yeah.
She's overrated.
I will say
Very.
Creed. I will say Creed firmly. Creed fucking slaps.
Creed.
I don't care.
Or Stained.
I like
I'm
Stained.
throw
Don't
another
like
one.
Aaron Lewis, but I like Stained.
He's got some good singles.
He's got a couple.
Yeah.
I'm
Anyways.
throw in Shinedown.
Ooh, that's a good answer.
A lot of
This-
their songs are like
This is a fun
absolutely
fact.
bangers.
I took ASL, American Sign Language, in high school, and we had to pick a song to sign. And I picked
45.
Staring Down the Barrel of 45.
How did I know?
I learned the fucking song, and she goes, "That's about suicide. You can't do that." And I was like, "What the fuck?" I can't remember, but
Army did
I
it, though.
signed a different song of theirs. But I was like, I literally learned the entire song. Do you know how hard that was? That was
That's
weeks.
When did you take ASL?
High school.
Oh, okay.
So
They said a language, and I was like,
The signing.
if we're gonna go,
bang,
He said,
bang.
"I bang." He said,
if
"I
we're gonna
bang."
go like mainstream underrated, I'm gonna go Limp Bizkit.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Love it.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that. Dude, they had
That's a
a
good one.
fucking grip on 2001. Like, in that whole era, like,
Yeah.
Attitude Era, fucking...
Fuck
Oh
yeah.
god.
What was it?
I said they had a grip on Woodstock in '99 too.
You watched that little doc?
Yeah.
That was good. That was good. What you got, big dog?
I'm feeling knocked loose because, like, people either hate them or they love them. And, like, if they hate them, they hate them.
Gary!
Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I love Knock Loose.
Same.
I love Knock Loose.
and, like,
Yeah.
what they're doing with the whole... Like, they're really putting hardcore
Coachella.
on the map.
Yeah.
As well as, like, they're all straight edge except for the drummer. He drinks, but, I mean, that's nothing compared
Yeah.
Yeah.
to some of these other bands.
That's a drummer.
Yeah.
So I just respect everything they're doing, and I feel like they don't get the recognition that they deserve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them.
Mhm.
What you got?
I still think it's Charlie Crockett.
I'll
That's
throw
fucking-
another one in there.
that's
Chris
fucking-
Stapleton. Sorry.
Underrated, you think?
I think he's a little underrated.
Really?
He's got Tennessee Whiskey, but that's the only song that seems to get like mainstream.
Did you see him do the
popularity.
See, I fucking love all his shit.
I Love America song for the Super Bowl? That's not what it's called. I don't remember. But
Mm-mm.
these fucking colors don't run or
I
whatever
did.
the fuck.
yeah.
Brother, I
heard
cried.
It. Yeah,
And the game hadn't even started.
yeah. I think
I'm like,
think
God
Charlie Crockett is so underrated, dude. I don't
Yeah.
think he's got. Yeah, he should have a huge following by now.
I feel like
but-
country music has gotten such a crazy surge of like new sounds.
Yeah.
Well, it went super.
I never heard. They never heard of. I don't know who the half the fucking country. people
Coulter
are.
Wall. I bet you
Well, I was
heard
about to
Coulter
say,
Wall.
Coulter
like the
Wall
devil.
is fucking.
Yeah.
Dry,
Culture Wall.
or wears a suit and tie.
Yeah, he's fucking.
Dude,
Brother,
that's
he's
the
got
thing.
a voice like you're like, just come inside. I want to feed you warm food.
It's for that
It
bag.
sounds like he's been cold.
Oh, you mean
outside
in the
forever.
house?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
going way different.
No.
That one.
No,
I
no.
said
That bag.
for the bag though. He said, "What up?"
Do what you gotta do.
I mean,
I put
I
my
ain't
wall
gonna say
down for you.
nothing.
You know.
I ain't
No,
gonna
it's
say
been
no.
wild though, because country music was taken over by that pop country, bro country shit.
Bro.
And then lately you got the Zach Bryan's, Tyler Childers, culture walls.
Yeah.
They're just coming in there and it's like authentic, raw music.
Yeah, it's like real. Yeah,
You know what
I love
was
it.
real funny before that?
Yeah.
Was right before that like era you're talking about was like that I'm proud to be an American thing.
Yeah,
Like the
9/11
Toby
9/11
Keith
country.
stuff. That
Fucking, do you
I
remember
still-
when?
Yeah,
Remember
that
when?
patriotic country is the way to. Yeah, for sure. But I
Yeah.
tell you what, still some bangers back then, dog.
Yeah,
They got some
9/11
fucking
9/11
rippers.
country was great.
Dude, also
Yeah,
country
dude.
music will write songs about weird things.
Don't hear that?
What do you say?
Got the mic.
Yeah,
Cut
9/11
the-
country is great, and I haven't had a chance to move past that statement.
All
yet.
right.
That's crazy.
Let's timestamp that one so we can
Yeah,
bleep
yeah.
that one.
That's exactly 2 hours in.
Yeah, that's
Um,
fucking wild.
But they wrote songs
Post
about
now.
really weird things. Like Alan Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
he wrote a song about a Mercury.
Yep.
It's fucking
Mercury Blues.
Yeah, meant a
That
lot
and
to
I
him.
don't even know your name. The whole ballad of a waitress, and then him like basically waking up drunk, and then they're married, and that whole
Yeah.
trope of just
Dude,
not knowing what's going on.
some of the greatest songs ever are country. Like
Yeah.
Fancy. Don't
I
Let
have
Me
to beg to
Down.
differ.
What?
I don't listen to country.
That's fine. Listen to these; they'll touch you. Like Fancy by Reba McEntire, bro.
that song is sad and like
Brother.
it's
What a
it's,
man-
it's
hits.
deep on a different level.
what a man want or man. Shit.
Friends in Low Places, Garth Brooks,
Yeah.
brother.
That honestly, Garth Brooks, I think could be an overrated.
Yeah.
I think he
Blame
could be an
it all
overrated.
on my roots.
An
I
overrated.
showed up in boots.
Yeah, you don't have to sing it for us.
I love
we
it.
got it.
And I love it.
No, it's okay.
I love it.
That's
Save
okay.
a horse,
Who
ride a
is it?
cowboy.
It's Chris Gaines, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy is not Toby Keith. It's is that Big and Rich?
Big and Rich.
Yeah.
They're all the same.
Dude, them old George Strait hitters too, dude. I mean, fuck, bro.
Dude, Kenny Chesney, brother.
Kenny Chesney's a little more kind of yacht rocky.
Yeah, but listen to this.
You know?
So if you like Michael Scott, you know, that whole era, he has a new show. It's called The Patient, and he is a therapist, and he gets kidnapped.
Oh yeah.
The dude that kidnaps him is a serial killer. The serial killer is obsessed with listening to Kenny Chesney. He'll stand
up.
in the mirror
It adds up.
and listen to it and just stare and like fucking walk around, and he does weird shit, but he like loves the yacht rock.
I get it. I get
Wild.
it. I get it. Hell yeah.
Was that the last? Oh, there's no more questions. But there was like a thing. I don't know how you guys, and I get in trouble for talking about this. But
Here we go.
how do you guys feel about like?
Where are you going, dude?
So there's shows with people that have intellectual disabilities.
Are you talking about Love Down
Love Down.
or Down
No.
Love?
No, let him
Down
finish, let him
for
finish.
love.
Down for
You're being disrespectful.
Just let him talk so he can get in trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You said down love.
Like,
Shit.
we didn't
Canceled.
start yet. We didn't get canceled yet, bro.
That's not the OG. So what I'm trying to get to is I'm trying to bring up the OG, and this is even worse than that title. But the OG shows that started all these. So then everyone knows Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah.
There's an American and an Australian version. Obviously, Australian is goated. It's goated. There's nobody that touches this show.
Okay.
American one's okay, and then you got Down for Love. The original one that this all stems from is from a 2009 show called The Specials.
Oh no,
Bro.
Oh.
Do they have some specials in there?
It's a tough
It's
scene.
nothing but.
It's a tough scene.
Now, what did you said I couldn't say the R word, right? I've already said it on this podcast.
Wow.
But you called it what the other day?
Huh?
You
No.
said
He's like, don't say that. He's like, don't you bring that up.
Nah, dog.
because you said maybe we shouldn't say that. Maybe we should
No.
say Should I bring it up, dog?
Nah,
Yeah,
dude.
it's
It's
fine.
fine. Hey, dude. That was kitchen talk, brother.
Hey, brother.
That was kitchen talk.
And I was listening. I'm trying
Yeah,
to be better. I was
yeah.
told to be better, and I'm trying to
Yeah,
do that.
don't. That ain't. No, that ain't it.
You
That
said
ain't
they
it.
were.
No,
Okay.
just no.
All right. And it says here. Anyways, there's 2 seasons of this original show, and there's a main character on this in both seasons. The show, the specials, is basically 5 all living together. Okay, so it's like the real world, but it's them living their life, and they have a caretaker in the house, basically just making sure that there's no like awkward social situations. So like if somebody needs to break up with somebody, they're like, what do you need to do, how do you feel, shit like that. Well, the main character's name is Sam, and he's horny. And I mean Sam is horny. Like he is, like, he doesn't care if you're in a relationship. He's trying to dance with you.
He got that dog in him.
Oh, brother. He's trying to pull that dog.
Fuck. Why are we
trying to put that dog?
Why are we ending a podcast on this, dude?
I'm just letting you know. I don't know if you guys watch the other brother. The reason why they're so special is like not. Oh, fuck. I mean, like, why I can't stop watching them is like you just want to be around these kids. Like they're just like, nothing in life affects them like it affects you. Like your life is like, yo, that motherfucker just cut me off, I will kill him. Yeah. Their life is like, we're going outside. This is the greatest fucking day ever.
Yeah, they've got like an innocent like approach to life.
Their goals, everything is simpler. Yeah. It's like, in the best ways, their personalities show and shit like that. And I'm just addicted to watching that. Like you just watch it and you just want the fucking best ever outcome in every situation they're in.
What's it called?
The oldest one is called The Specials.
Well, whichever one I can find on Netflix.
The best one, if you're just gonna give it a one go, the Australian Love on the Spectrum. Brother Michael, the main character on that. I say main character. They do a pretty good job of splitting it up amongst a bunch of people, but Michael is he's like a British kid, and he's just so like particular, and he wants to be the perfect guy for his queen, and like they're all horny.
It's horny and wholesome.
Yeah, horny and wholesome.
That should be the name of the show. Fuck. Horny and wholesome.
That's awesome, dude.
I love it.
That would be awesome.
I love it.
But they're fucking amazing. Like Michael's I think he is god tier when it comes to any of the characters in any of the shows. It doesn't get much better than him.
Probably just nice for people to like be able to see and live vicariously, to be able to like how they live life without inhibition.
Yeah.
They don't worry about what they got to do, what they got to pay.
Yeah.
It's just like
they're just like, I want love. I want to be accepted. That's all they think about.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Find enjoying the little things.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing we all probably struggle with.
Yeah. This is gonna be a hard road to travel down because I feel like I'm gonna do it alone, but I remember back in the day when somebody had a kid and they were on the spectrum of some sort, everybody'd be like, oh my God, that sucks. Mm-hmm. I think this show does a really good job of turning the table on that. Like, it shows you, like, maybe they have complications. I don't know if there's some sort of, like, if there's anything at birth that is different. But, like, it shows you, like, no, dude, they live fucking way better than we do. You watch the show and you feel jealous. You're like, what the fuck?
Well, I think there's like a much greater like understanding of like the autism spectrum now.
Yes.
Versus like I imagine we're probably close to the same age. Like like if I was in school now, I'd probably be considered like on the spectrum. But like you know, like whenever I was in school, it's like unless you were like severely like debilitated in it. You were just like, you probably got some, teenage issues or whatever.
Yeah.
But like now I feel like we've got such a better understanding of that
there's a lot more people that are on the spectrum than it's like.
It's because the spectrum's so big.
Yeah.
And it's not like back in the day. Back in the day, you think you would only be able to tell by visual cues. You'd be like, oh, they look a certain way, I can tell by that. But it's like, I know now that back then there was more kids than you thought. Because you just didn't know. You had no way to tell.
The big word that hung over that was handicap. Like, it was either mentally handicapped or just, like, you know.
There was such a separation between having it and not. It was a light switch.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
Instead of actually being the spectrum
What it is.
where you landed.
It's one of those switches that you can roll the lights up and down.
It is weird because like when I was in whatever that school was in Jacksonville, where we couldn't figure out like it's from like 5th grade to senior.
Weird.
Remember?
12 or 5 through 12.
Yeah.
I had that.
odd.
No, I didn't. Mine
That's
was.
odd.
But there was a kid that could not have his skin on the sun ever, or the sun on the, or however that works out. So he's in a suit all the time. He was in like Mike Wazowski suit.
Kind of like dude from the Benchwarmers. That can't come out the house. You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe. I can't remember the movie.
Something similar to that.
But he's literally in a suit, and there's just a square where you could see his face, and he was albino, but he just couldn't touch the sun or whatever. And everybody was like, he's mentally handicapped. And now, looking back now, I'm like, no, I don't think he was. I mean, I never talked to the kid.
Yeah.
Because he had people around him that escorted him really quickly places. But, like, that was considered handicap. And I'm like, that's so different now. Because it's like, that would just, I don't know what you would call that now, but
I'd still call it handicap because technically he is still handicapped in life.
It's a very
I
specific.
think it's more like.
But not
what I'm saying, like,
disabilities,
back
like,
then,
and,
they
disability,
used, back then they used to, like, shoe in, like,
all of
mental
it.
things with that. And you'd be like, oh, they would just use handicap a lot. Like, that would just be thrown around.
Yeah.
But my whole point was, like, I
Watch
found
the
the
show.
origin of those shows, and it's pretty good. Sam is a horny bastard. Like, I just thought that was funny. Like,
Sam will steal your chick.
hey, in episode 2 of the first season, they, I don't know how they go about introducing him to this thing, but they're going to go to a ladyboy show.
Like a tie, like.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like a drag show or whatever, and they're like, he's like, we're gonna go see sexy ladies, and he has a flyer and he's like, sexy ladies, and they're like, Sam, it's boys, they're boys, and he's like, they're ladies, and like they have this argument, and Sam doesn't know what ladyboys is, and the dude is, this is all, they're British, all these people are British in this, and they're explaining to him like, it's lady boys. They're boys dressed as ladies. That's why they say lady and it ends with boys. And he's like, no. And he goes, I promise you. And he's like, they are boys. And he's like, I'll be fuming. And he goes, why would you be fuming if you found out they were boys? And he goes, I don't know. Hey, cut to him going to the show. He's at the show. And they look like girls. I mean, they look like girls. You're like, where's that thing at? Yeah. You know? And he's like, he's kind of like, I told you guys, like, look up here.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, one of them is doing, it's like really classic. When you watch it, you'll be like, I think I've seen this scene in another movie. Dude is like taking his makeup off and he's singing a ballad to himself in a mirror. And he's undressing to show that he is a dude. And when he undresses, he looks very much like a dude. He's in dude clothes, you know? And he's like, it like pans the audience, like it goes from him panning to the audience to Sam, and Sam is like, like completely deflated, just fucking destroyed. And then it cuts slowly, goes back, and then you start to see the lady boys back up there, like looking like ladies, and then it cuts back to him, and then he's like. He's like fucking chewing. It's so fucking good, dude. That's all I had. But it's fucking amazing. I think you guys should watch. But the goated one is the Love on the Spectrum Australia. It's fucking amazing.
Here we are.
I've heard the same.
Good shit.
Yes. It's absolutely a great watch. It's like you can watch it with anybody. Is there anything you guys want to plug before we get out of here? Anything coming up?
Hey, go stream the new single, Live in My Veins.
Yes.
Ghost, featuring Sammy Bear.
Today is October 16th.
So this would have been out, this came out a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
So you probably already heard it, but if you haven't, make sure to go do so.
But don't you guys have a show coming up?
Oh yeah. Next Friday, or the Friday after next, I can't remember.
What is
October
the-
27th.
Okay.
Friday, Handlebar, Glistenerween. It'll be Glistener. Vagrants is returning to Pensacola to come and play their first Pensacola show in over a year. Us and Tough Cookie. So come check it out. It'll be a great time. It'll be a party, costume contest, alcohol. It'll be a great time.
Be there or
the
be
things.
square.
Are you guys dressing up?
Yeah, we can't spill the
Hell
costume.
yeah.
We'll tell you after.
Okay.
Damn. Hell yeah. Good shit.
Y'all should do the SpongeBob band.
Oh,
But I won't. But I won't. That's fine.
Fuck.
Go
I
ahead.
want to hear that.
Do you guys plan on getting any tattoos, like maybe to symbolize the band in the future,
I had an idea for
or
some
like a
stuff.
duck? I don't know.
You know what? There we go.
Just
I
a
got
mossy
dagger
oak
with some
emblem.
blood dripping. We Gucci.
That's fucking.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
my blood.
Well, dude, we have a tattoo artist that is amazing. His name's Johnny Mumbles at Tattoo Studio. Johnny Mumbles at Sacred Grounds Tattoo Studio. He's done pieces on me. He has yet to touch Hilton, right?
Has not touched me.
We're trying to get him to fill this fucking sleeve out
You
because
gotta finish that up, dog.
Yeah, I know.
also R.I.P. Ludo's. I don't know if
R.I.P.,
y'all
dog.
know what Ludo's is. Jason Beck and his mom. It's a food truck that like has passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. That's our.
But that's what
fucking
that came from.
Yeah, that's their
Ludo's.
logo.
I love that.
Yeah.
But he's a fucking amazing artist. They have basically a revolving rooms where they have like guest spots come in and do work from like that. Oh no, that lady from Australia. But fucking, if you want to get any tattoo work from him, just hit him up. Tell him we sent you. He does amazing shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
Hell yeah. If you guys are out in Foley and not trying to get a tattoo, but want to go get your
jujitsu.
ass beat, yeah, doing jiu-jitsu, go check out Panacea Martial Arts, man. Tony Rayborn is out there. He is a black belt out at Panacea. They have all kinds of different classes, whether they're kids classes, beginners classes, intermediate, all that kind of stuff. They do gi and no gi stuff out there. Yeah, great group of people out there, and I'm pretty sure, didn't they just win SEC team comp,
Yep,
right?
they came in first.
Yeah, came in first at
The team title.
Southeastern Submission Classic, right?
Yes.
So yeah, great group of people out there, and always great roles too. So definitely check them out. If you're out there on Wednesdays, you'll meet Rich Chimleski, who runs the Wednesday night classes. He owns a Lifestyle Experiment, which is our no-gi grappling apparel sponsor. So we only rock their stuff when we're grappling.
And they just dropped those pre-orders for the gis.
Yeah. I was gonna get to that, but you cut me off.
No gi sponsor.
so-
You said no gi sponsor.
Yeah, but
You
we
said
own,
no-gi
but we
sponsor.
train no-gi.
Well, I train.
Anyway,
I see the
anyway,
stack
so we but yeah, so if you're looking for rash guards, no-gi shorts, t-shirts, they like Cody just said, they do have a pre-order on their gis that they just dropped. They've got a black, a blue, and a white gi that are coming out.
All comp specs.
Yeah, so definitely check them out. You can find them online at alefl.com or on Instagram at a lifestyle experiment, or Rich Chimleski, which honestly, don't even try looking that one up because trying to spell his last name is just shambles. So
Yeah, just get to the page and then
yeah,
follow the link.
yeah,
Do the like tagged. fucking
yeah,
tab.
it'll be in the bio. But if they're not in Foley, where can they train at?
Dude, at our fucking gym, Kazushi Club Pensacola.
Yeah, dog.
Right now, we're kind of going through a camp to get ready for ADCC. But right now, you can come to open mats for free. You got, I don't know if they do a week trial.
Yeah, still do a week trial.
Okay, so they still do a free week trial. I absolutely suggest it. Also, I saw Logan. I was driving around where I work. I saw his ass sitting on a bench.
Yeah.
I almost sniped his ass. dog.
Damn.
You
Let
know,
him know, dude. You gotta let him know.
Fucking ass doubles.
Yeah.
Fucking threw his ass down. But all dope dudes. If you want a good fucking time, you want to learn jujitsu. If you're down to have a fucking
Silly goose time.
silly goose time, we are about it. And super knowledgeable room. You got Dakota Barlow. He teaches wrestling and judo. A lot of good throws coming from him. He's a bigger guy, but he absolutely knows how to make technique work for smaller people because Derek Overby is a tiny motherfucker. He's a little mini
guy.
mouse.
Little guy.
But he's a
He's a killer.
He's our fucking head coach, and brother, it feels like you're fighting the
a
spirit
gorilla,
of
dude.
Earth.
It's a
Like,
gorilla.
it feels like Captain Planet.
It's insane.
Hey, you're just fucking wind,
It's
earth,
crazy.
and water, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's all over you. Like,
Yeah.
you think you got one thing done, and he's on your back.
Yeah. No, it hurts.
But by the time this comes out, we'll be back with insert medals here floating on the screen. Hopefully gold medals, but if not, we can paint them gold. From ADCC. You're lost.
By the time this comes out,
October 18th. Oh, damn, you're right. Nope, we're still in camp.
there you go.
Hey, but we're
Good
bringing
math.
that fucking gold back, dog.
Yeah. A little lost there. I was like, what? Anyway.
The schedule is mixing
fine.
me up.
It's fine.
Another Fast and the Furious. But we're out of here. If you
Yeah.
guys...
Where are you going? No idea.
Okay.
No idea. Thank y'all for coming. We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
It was
Thank
dude,
you
You
for
guys are
having us.
awesome.
such
Love
a
the
good
music.
fucking time, man.
Yeah.
Seriously. Thank you guys for hanging out. We appreciate it. I know it's been we sat here and talked for 2.5 hours, something like that.
220.
So yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, we really appreciate it. So next time y'all are in town, fucking let us know for sure.
Dude, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
We had a blast with y'all.
Good shit. Good shit.
Good shit.
Hell
dude,
yeah.
for sure.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We're getting the fuck up out of here. We love you. Yee hee. Yee yee.
Darn.